All right, everybody, what's going on? It's your boy King back at it again with another stream. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Wednesday. Actually, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday, my dudes. It's Wednesday. Hold on, ow. Yeah, I'm still turning on all my lights and everything like that, and I'm making sure that my stream is running well. It doesn't seem like Ampli is trying to sell my shit today, so that's great. Yeah, let me do a few more things before we get completely started. I want to make sure my stream is running well on my stuff. Yep, that audio is coming through. And now if I check you, actually, I'm gonna stay with you on this one, but we'll be done later. All right, no problem. Enjoy your time up there, Schizorino. Which one of these is getting no data? Is it you? Why can't I go into that one? What is happening? What is going on? No, I don't want to edit it. What the hell? Oh, whatever. I'll just throw it up on here and see how that works. Have I ever told you all how I'm not like a good streamer and sometimes I get kerfluffed by doing streaming things? This is the same thing. Is it this one? Okay, cool. Is this one audio coming through? Yep, it is coming through. Okay, great. And now just to check twitch.tv to make sure that that stream is going well too. Right. Yep, that looks like it's good too. All right, I'm good to go. I don't have to worry about Amplia trying to sell my shit today from what it seems. Where's my phone? And let's move over to the just chatting scene. Hello, everybody. Well, I have my iconic neck fan here going because it is hot and I hate it. Let me just oh, hold on, wait. I need. Oh no, I already have frozen strawberries. Never mind. I miss you. All right, guys. Everybody say cheese to the camera. Hold on. Everybody say cheese. Oh, hold on. Wait, my next arm. There we go. All right. Same June. Shenanigans. www.twitch.tv/me. You know, one of these things I really should check to see if this thing actually does link to where it's supposed to go to. Actually, I will do that right now. All right, there we go. My stories are coming in. Yeah, stories are coming in live as we speak. Okay, good. The link does work. And now I just need to lower the music, I think. Lower the music, methinks. Yeah. Oh, hello, Declan. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great evening. Hi, Johan. What's good, buddy? All right, let me know if the music is too loud, guys. I can't pin from here, right? Where's my browser? Oh, yeah, you can't keep screaming into my ears. Right, there we go. Manually unpin at the end of the stream. I know I'm muted, Becca. I know. Hold on. Yes, Becca, I'm aware that I was muted. I was still talking to the chat. Let me copy this message.
I apologize.
It's okay. All right, and I see we have a Muzin as CCS. Music might be a little too loud. All right, no worries. I'll lower it down from here.
Hello.
All right, hello, Natty. We're going to be reading Reddit stories. Are you come here to join us once again?
Become to show off my fucking mark, though.
Yeah, brother. Don't
What?
you see we in the streaming channel like this one is like, I come to flex my mark like looking sweet. That's you right now. Hold on. Hold on.
For the girl them, Natty. For the girl them, it looking nice.
I don't know. I don't know about for the girl.
Hold on.
I don't know about for the girl. I just know I looking sweet right now.
Hold on. I'm going to show the people your cut. Hold on. Is this it? Hold on.
Damn,
Yeah,
that man hot.
That's not what I'm looking for, not you. Do I not have this going
Yo,
on?
the man so sharp it could cut fruit.
That's insane.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
That's crazy. But yes, dog, I come to show off my mark, dog. That's what I come to self-promote me outside on Saturday, dog. Have a good day.
Yeah, look at the man. Hold on. Show off your face properly now, man. Stop showing us the side of your face. You're moving like them old people who don't know to use their fucking camera.
You see the mark, you see the
Dog, show
line
your
up on the side,
whole
dog.
face. Show your whole face.
Good out you, dog. Good out
Yeah,
you,
what?
dog. I show the part that important, dog. The part that important is the line up.
That's the man. He all your hide all your gal. Natty come to thief all your gal. That's all I had to say. Natty come to thief all your gal.
I don't know about all that.
You could take my gal, Natty.
Yep. You can take my gal. It's crazy, dog. All right, that's it. That's enough.
I want to take that gal right now. Sorry.
All right, yeah.
All right, you can leave now.
Anyhow. Whatever you saying, though. I scared for them Reddit stories, dog. I second around, you know, but I scared.
Yeah, don't be afraid, dog. Don't be afraid.
Nah, this is not like the last time.
Yeah.
I don't trust that because you here and feel looking.
Wow.
Now, don't worry. We have
a reputation I have.
We have a theme. We have a theme for today's Reddit stories that I thought of with my big brain like 2 hours ago, right? Right? We have a plan, right? We have a set of stories that we want to talk about. Today's theme, I do it like Shane. I'm like, welcome back to Reddit Stories. I'm Shane, and today we are joined by 2 people who have never been to Japan. We have Becca and Natty. Say hi to the people.
Well, technically 3.
Well,
no, he has been to Japan.
I've never been. I've been to China, not to Japan. Yeah.
Oh, well, nah, never mind. Well, yeah, 3. Shit.
He just also, can't count. You had to allow him.
Also, not Johan saying it's like Natty could take my gal for real.
Everybody's saying I can take the gal, but all my friends who saying I can take the gal, have no gal.
Hey, don't study that. Don't study that. You thought that count.
If they had a gal, they'd be like, here, take she. Right?
I could give you a gal now. You want one?
I'm so fucking scared right now.
I'm very scared.
Yeah, I'm so fucking scared right
very
now.
Enthusiastically.
Like, I'm so afraid of what that could mean. Oh, look, Sylvie saying that you can have her gal if you want.
Dog.
You have options.
Yeah, options. All right. So
I don't know
about man ungrateful.
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying is like
I'm a good loyal man.
Right, you could be loyal to somebody else. Yeah,
that's true. That's not. It's not crazy to say that. It's not insane to say that. Like, honestly, it's not crazy
insane to say that. It is fucked.
I mean, that's not the point. Right? That's not the point. That's not the point.
We're straight.
Right. So today's theme of stories, right? Today as Becca and I are moving off to Japan, in a few months, we decided to talk about some Reddit stories when it comes to horror stories and great stories when it came to moving to Japan. Or just Japanese stuff in general, to desensitize us from the horrors that may occur, or even like encourage us in like the beauty that might be there. So while the lovely Miss Stream Manager is pulling stories for me, I shall be reading them and their comments. Yeah, you didn't see that one coming back again, did you? Yeah, they say Becca here manager is like, nope. She don't want the job. Like, oh no, responsibility.
I'll take 10% of your stream income, thank you.
Good thing I don't make no money. You can't take 10% on nothing. You literally can't take 10%. You can't take 30% on nothing, Becca.
I could. I'll just get nothing. I want nothing written on a check every month. Invoice me.
This is why I say I take in $2 an hour, Bobby.
See, you can get that. Because that's so specific. I can literally get that.
Oh, because one day King DZX will be famous and I'll have a contract stating I get 30%. So.
Sylvia, it's not that I don't want to give Becca money. Trust me, if I could pay Becca for all the things she's done for me in the 3+ years that I've known her, I would. But you know what? I think I've done enough. I ain't making no money. I think I've done plenty. Can I get an amen?
True. He bought my food. So that's fine.
Exactly.
I think that evens out.
Exactly. I get her food, she terrorizes me, and I
But I
think
don't
that's
mean
a
I
good
can't
business
complain
deal.
about getting 3% to 0.
Anyway, should I start or should I give people some time to jump into the stream and then get into the story? Oh, but should I forget to say this thing to
4
my
minutes again.
WhatsApp? Huh?
Get them like 4 minutes again, dog.
Yay.
It's a 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven
Yeah.
Make a Wish. Wait, what?
Get them like 4 minutes again. While we had our 4 minutes. Hi, my name is Natty and I have an event on
He just
Saturday.
wants to promote.
He just wants free advertising to the 0 people that watching the stream, Lord.
I don't care.
No, you're
I
right,
have an
Johan.
event on Saturday.
Hold on, before you continue, Johan, you are right. She is giving me like a free office space at AC, so like, how am I to complain? You know?
You gaining?
Huh?
In hindsight, you gaining?
Yeah. Shut up. We can't let this thing that is a bad deal. How is that dog? Anyways, go ahead, Natty.
Yeah, dog. Hi, my name is Natty with our sharp lineup. Damn, I feel like Lex saying this. Anyway, hi, my name is Natty with our sharp lineup, and I am here to invite you, yes, you, to Castaway. Fuck.
That's
I can't
it?
do this shit.
No!
But,
All right, hold on. I'll do your job for you. No, listen. It's not. I can't see how much people watching my stream. Leave me alone. Also, no, I'm not white. So anyways, guys, Natty and some of his friends are hosting an event on Saturday at Opal Lounge. It is called Castaway. They're going to have a large cast of DJs and artists coming through to play some music for you all. And it'll be good vibes, right? Ladies, if you all want to game for free, you can get listed by going to their Instagram page, which is Natty.
Crash Out Events.
Crash Out Events. And you can go get listed. If you get listed, you get it free before 11. Otherwise, it's $150 at the door. So make sure you all come out and support this event for the first time. Show Natty and the others some love for an event that they want to put on. And, you know, we need more events, especially in the East, in Trinidad. So this can be a good way to show that, you know, there are things out there and you can support and allow them to get to even bigger pastures. So thank you all so much for coming out.
Funny.
See, that told you
That is
to
not
an
the
ad.
only one, however. That's how it is do an ad. However,
Yes.
Karma, that's not the
Okay.
only thing I hear to say.
All right,
I
go ahead.
have
What is it
insider knowledge
right?
that Alt Mix will be, we will be having our Alt Mix on Tuesday the 12th.
Yes. There
I
will
want
be
you all to know that this.
That this what? Don't tell me
That
my
is what?
internet died. Oh no! Did my internet die or did her internet die?
She died. Not me.
Yes.
She died.
I think she died. Yeah. Anyways, let me see. There's a great bitch Natty. I would come. Yeah. See, look, Zane, you should come true. In fact, Zane, if you come up to the thing, I will pay for your entry, and specifically your entry because he's my brethren. Though. Also,
Type shit.
Also, Sylvia, I don't think I'll need more events in South. It's not real thing in South. You know, it don't have things
They
in
have
East.
too much things in South, dog. Or
It
they have like
have real things in
tropical,
South.
or they have temple, or they have freaking what you calling the next place again?
It can't
Or
be
they have New Bay, or they have Next, or they have
Mm.
so much things down there, dog.
Yeah, dog. Oh, yeah, real thing.
Anytime we had to go to events, we had to go all the way down on the avenue. We want to go down on the avenue
That's what
all the
I
time.
said. I don't want to go Port Spain when I want to go and do shit all the time, you know. Sometimes I just want to
I
live on my side. Sometimes I just want to go, like, Trinity and go and do something. But if I can't go to Trinity, then best I just suck salt and go on the avenue. No. Sometimes I might just want to go right in Center Excellence. And that's why I love the convention. Shout out to the conventions one time. I'll pay for yours too. How about this? If I had to pay for you, I would subsidize both you and Zane ticket. How about that instead?
With a.
No, so we say to pay for her ticket too. So it's either Zane game for free or subsidize both on it ticket.
So we don't make sense, bro. So we had to turn around and just get listed.
Yeah, no, wait, that's good talk. Yeah, you just have to get listed. Why you talking about I had to pay for your tickets? I don't catch myself. You could literally go to the Instagram page.
Like, females are free before 11.
Yeah, women are free before 11. Go to the Crash Out events page, get listed, find your ass in Opal Lounge on Saturday, and shake some ass. That's all.
Opal Lounge.
Oh, yeah. Alright, the next day is Mother's Day. Don't worry, Zane. We go find our way, though.
Don't worry, you're going to reach home safe. Mommy go. You know what? No. You know what you're going to do? You're going to invite your moms, dog. That's what you're going to do.
And then that's your Mother's Day present for your mother. Oh, what Becca tell them now?
Bingo.
Oh, Becca, Becca Curran gone,
Yeah, no,
dog.
that was she get, because I feel she was going on, so I gotta say something real while.
Yeah, no facts. Never mind, I'm shaking ass. Okay. Don't shake ass if you're bringing your mom, right? If you're bringing your mom, do a little two-step with her. But if you're not bringing your mom, then shake ass. Man, you don't even want to gonna like it saying, you might never know, dog. But also to you, Johan, you're saying, tell me why they making more fast food places, dog. Why they make a whole plaza to put in Burger King and friggin' Burger King and friggin' what's called this next thing? Papa John's. Like, I don't understand that. And that's Johan saying, if I bring my mom, I will be shaking ass. See, use a real one. Use a real one. But yeah. So Natty, that's Natty there for advertising for his 2 events. Make sure you all come out for come out for Crash Out events or the Crash Out events on Saturday. Remember, ladies listed gets in free and $150
By the way,
at the
like,
door otherwise.
if anybody line up for the artists and the DJs and thing, all they had to do is sit down and pull up on the page, dog. We just sit down and release the latest artist today.
Ooh, let me
This
go
is
and
the
see what
last
that is,
artist in the lineup. We have men like Jalen.
Ooh, Jalen. I don't know who that is. Ooh,
No, don't worry. You will not be disappointed.
I believe you. Right, so it is okay. So the page is Crash Out Events TT. I'm gonna put it in chat so that we all can see it. Hold on.
You dig?
Crash Out Events. So that's the Instagram handle. Y'all go to the Instagram, ladies. Go get listed so you can come in for free. As long as you're not bringing NFN. He didn't say as long as you're not bringing NFN. Josh is crazy. But yeah, everybody come out, support Natty, please. He is doing an amazing job, you know, in advertising the events and putting on these events and being a photo taker out for these events too. He's been doing great jobs. Hey, look, my head mod here. Hello, Becca.
All right. I'm going to go back to crazy because I think my charger is missing now.
Oh Lord, go on. Yeah, they're going to blow up somebody's house, dog. Yeah, you go ahead and do that. I will be reading the first Reddit story. It is now about 7:20 roughly.
Pull up, never mind. We good.
Are you good? All right, cool. All right, so again,
all right, cool. I
go
want to
check
meet up. I want to make food. Read me a story.
All right, cool. So yeah, all you come to the events. And before we start the Reddit stories, remember for the entire month of May, we'll be running our St. Jude Play Live campaign. We are going to be trying to raise 500 USD towards cancer research for the children at St. Jude. So please, if y'all can share the stream around. We're streaming on Twitch and YouTube currently. If y'all want to, the donation link is pinned on my Twitch stream. Please come out, support, share the video, the stream around. I'll be putting out a announcement video before, sometime before next week, hopefully, so long as I get to continue editing it. And you know, again, tell your friends, especially those who don't live down here, because the more people who are able to donate, the better. And if we can spread the word out there, it will be even better than that. So thank you all so much
to help
again.
Children.
Yeah, donate to help
children.
kids.
They need it.
Yes, exactly.
They give
kids
them
need it.
Where Becca used to make that joke that we're giving them cancer. We're not giving them cancer.
No, we're not giving them cancer. We're trying to take away the cancer.
We're taking the cancer and we're doing the tri-beam from Dragon Ball on the cancer to blow it up. We're gonna say tri-beam to the cancer.
No, we
that's not what it's called. I think it's called the Kempoko or something like that. We're gonna
so why
do
we
that
guys
to the
Miku
cancer.
Miku beam though? I rather hit with a Miku Miku beam.
We're getting because Miku beams you know, those are like joyous. We want the cancer to be scared, so we're gonna hit it with a beam that goes from a triangle to a square. It defies the laws of physics. So it's important that it gets frightened. Anyway, I have to finish watching.
No, we're not giving kids cancer.
Still.
Yes, please hurry up and watch it.
I can't lie to you, Twidgerman. Just based on I got about 20 minutes left in the episode.
No spoilers, because some people. Yeah, no, they're cooked. That's all I have to say.
They're fried. They are fried. KFC, 2-piece and fries from KFC. They are fried. Anyway, I'm going back to watch my episode. You have fun.
All right. Thank you for passing through.
let's hope if Becca wants, Becca, if you're there still, message me. I will call my plug. I'll see if we could
My
get back your
plug.
current soon, TM.
Oh, yeah, I figure you have like a tech, you know.
Yeah, if you want Becca, just message me.
Oh,
You know where to find
cool.
me. You know, if you want your internet, if you want your current back quick, let me know. Anyway, bye. I'm glad to watch my episode.
Bye, Zane. All right, so we have our first Reddit story here. Remember, the theme is about Japan and moving to Japan primarily, but Japan in general. So, our first Reddit story, the title goes, could moving to Japan solve at least a few of my problems? Right? So the post goes, hi, I'm thinking about leaving my country since half a year. Currently, I live in Germany. I'm working as a chef in a restaurant. Money isn't okay. I have a flat and I can survive. My main problem is politics, society, and people. Younger people start to get aggressive and dismissive against older people. They ignore rules and are rude and even violent. Drugs are everywhere. Everyone is getting poorer and poorer. Violence in public is happening more often. Gangs and crime is rising, especially in cities. Women are treating men like dog shit, and men are taking shit all over women. If you are conservative and think that some old things would have been nice to keep, you'll be attacked verbally, accused of being a boomer, and an admirer of Hitler. What the fuck? So even if your opinion is just moderate, whenever you are not a total leftist, you should change your mind or die. Random junkies damage your car just because they can, and police can't do anything. Sorry for ranting, but I feel like I don't want to live here anymore. It is sad, and in the past 4 years, I've met only 2 guys who are nice and gentle and would like to be around, and got so many negative encounters with things mentioned above. Random people who yelled at me that would punch me if I don't get away quick. Co-workers selling drugs in the backyard. I don't like such surroundings. Everything I read seems like Japan is a calm and regulated space, and the people have so much respect for each other. Is this true? I really just want to escape this hellhole. Buddy, before we get into the comments, buddy, I know someone who probably thinks exactly like how you do. And sometimes the grass is not green on the other side. You know? Things are portrayed in such a positive light when you don't live in the country that you think that's how it always is. Listen, if you don't have good PR for your country, you don't get tourism, right? So, and unfortunately, Germany is just one of those countries that just has naturally bad PR because of, well, World War II. So even from the offset, they kind of have it bad. So when you like have these things going on, you know, inside of it just looks weak on top of that. But I digress. The whole point is that, what's up with it, boy? You would think that, you know, moving to Japan would be better until you get into Japan and then you experience it for yourself. Because in Japan right now, they're doing like a very hard conservative push, because I know their leader is a very hard conservative. They are trying to like push out foreigners and stuff like that. So there's a lot of that going on. Granted, this story is from 2 years ago, but I digress. Excuse me.
You know, it's not as much of a stress as you think.
What do you mean?
Well, little history lesson. Japan and Germany were best of friends in World War II.
That is also true as well, actually. Yes, you are right. So it's kind of like one of those things where it's like, you're probably going from one side of the fence, and you're not even crossing the fence, you're just moving like along it, you know?
Didn't Buddy say he was a Hitler enthusiast or something?
No, he didn't say he was a Hitler enthusiast. He was saying that if you are a conservative, your political alignment is more conservative, that you will get your shit blown smooth off, basically. Like, if you're not a hard leftist, they don't want to hear it. Whether you're moderate, hard right, center right, it's based on what this person is saying, it sounds like they just don't want to hear anything about that, right? But again, I feel like going to you moving, I don't know if it's moving specifically to Japan or just moving out of your country in general will not solve that problem. Because that is just a problem that I think you will encounter, especially in modern day, in any country you go to. You know?
I don't know.
Also,
I
hi,
have better
Wolfie.
chances in America right now.
Dog, no. If we go to America, it's like, hey, you know, I like socialism, or I'm like, I'm center left. You will probably get fried, like in
Yeah,
this
yeah,
on the
you get your
spot.
shit blown smooth off. But if you go
Exactly.
and say like, I'm a conservative,
But
probably
this person,
give you a
yeah.
meal and shit.
Well, yeah. But this person, if they were to go to America, I'm like, oh, you know, I'm a conservative. Granted, every country's version of conservatism is different. Just like how being right versus being left differs depending on the country that you go to. Hell, sometimes even the provinces, cities, or prefectures that you go to, those things can shift. Because even in Trinidad, what we consider the left is more center right than what true left is. So there's things like that, you know? Like, this wasn't gonna be like, oh, I'm a conservative. I just like how things the way they are, but, you know, I support abortion rights, etc., etc. They could be like that. But then they go to America and they were like, oh, what? Women want control over their bodies? The blasphemy!
This
Shit like
is
that, you know?
more of a thing like, okay, so this person said that they're older, and they're more conservative and they want to move to Japan for these ideals. Japan, depending on the province or prefecture you go to, is mostly politically conservative. So you're
That
not
is true.
wrong.
Also, just a quick pause to you. Era, I forgot to answer the next half of your question. We are reading Reddit stories on stream today in honor of raising money for the kids. So sorry about that, Sydney. You may continue.
We're gonna beat the shit out of cancer.
Yep. Hit them a good old one too. But yes, as you
Hit 'em with
say.
the old left right good night.
Exactly. Yes, as you're saying.
Well, I could see the mentalities I'm working from. I feel like this is a common issue with people in general, left and the right, both idealize different versions of Japan to fit their narrative of why they need to go there. So for the left, it's like, oh, well, anime, you know? And maybe, like, if there's more of us, we can help, you know, change, like, you know, change their mindset, you know, because they're not very open to foreigners, you know. So if we go and we make things better, we could see how it is there for us. Then the conservatives are like, oh, well, Japan's been a conservative nation. So
Since their inception, basically, if you really think about it. Like,
they have, since their inception, that's true. Since
Yeah.
their inception, Japan has been a mostly conservative nation, so they're like, oh, well, their politics will fit with my ideals, so I should go there so that I can fit in with them. It's two sides of the same coin, but the whole issue is not to go there, to take what is already there so that you could carve out a piece and fit yourself in. It's to, you know,
supposed to be adding to this, you know, not just like
ease into it.
Yes, I agree. I agree wholeheartedly.
To immerse yourself. If you're going to live there, move there, it's not to just shove you, and make everything to fit everything about you. There needs to be equal measure.
Correct is right. All right, let's get into some of the comments. So first, top comment that we have on this post. The top comment is, if you're unhappy there, you'll probably be unhappy here. So this is probably somebody who lives in Japan. So yeah, they said that. Then the comment below that was deleted by the user. And then someone replied to that comment saying it does in fact answer his question. Or the deleted comment was like, that doesn't answer his question. But it does answer his question. This other person with a giant laundry list of gripes like OP isn't unhappy with their situation. They're just unhappy, period. We've seen countless people like OP come to this subreddit whining about all things that are awful about their life, country, career, etc. The ones who end up making it to Japan, most don't, end up on r/Japan life, bitching about the trains or their neighbors or the gaijin or their Japan wife, or you get the idea. Moving to Japan,
they're not wrong.
Exactly. Moving to Japan isn't going to make an unhappy person magically cheerful. All that's going to happen is that they're going to find a new list of things to be unhappy about, like probably not knowing the language and just being locked out of a lot of things. You're just adding another thing to the list of things that you're going to bitch about. Like, you need to look internally when it comes to these issues, you know? Is the whole thing is that, how to put it, right? Not Wolf saying once I can get GTR. See, once you get Kaya happy. But you know, for some people,
makes a fantastic point.
Listen,
Once he gets GTR.
I remember Mikhail told me when I go to Japan, I had to get it have a specific car he told me I had to pick up and just drive that for the 5 years I'll potentially be there. And then when I come back, I just get that. But I had to remember what that is. But yeah, like usually when it comes to things like this, if you're just unhappy with what you perceive are the things that are specifically with the country, it might not be the country. It might be you, right? Like genuinely, you might just need to look into it and then be like, okay, what is it that I have an issue with? Because it seems like the person is content with their life otherwise. You know, they live in Germany, they work, they have a job, they have money, they have a place to stay. Everything else in that regard is fine, but it seems like they can't connect with the people that live there and make genuine friendships because they said they only knew like 2 people that were genuinely nice. But if you can't make
Maybe
genuine,
it's because he's need to take into account the person. This is an old person who's a Hitler enthusiast.
no, he
No
didn't say that he is.
shit
He didn't say
wouldn't
that he
have-
was. He didn't say that he was a Hitler enthusiast, sir. He did. What he stated. We didn't even get the person's age. Well, he did say that younger people are starting to get aggressive. So that's fair. So it is fair to assume that they are old. But what they said is that if you identify as conservative, that they accuse him of being a boomer and an admirer of Hitler. He's not saying that he is. They're saying that people basically throw you on like into a group. They like start to like group you and say, oh well, if you're conservative, that means you like Hitler. It's kind of like how, unfortunately, we do this as well. When we hear conservatism with Americans, we think, oh, you're just a Trump lover. Like that kind of thing, you know? But not all conservatives are Trump lovers. They are, especially
because MAGA people, Trump lovers don't consider themselves conservative. They consider themselves MAGA.
That is true. So there's things like that now. You know, you can't bubble people like that because when you bubble people like that, it just end up pushing people away more often than not. When the aim should not be to push people away, it should be to get them together. You know, segregation, like it isn't a segregation by race, it's just segregation by political ideology. And even then, so that's still not a good thing to do. Oh, let me see. So Wolf said, yeah, when I see people saying Trini is shit, I just want to know what exactly. Wait, sorry. When I see people saying Trini is shit, does want to know exactly what, because we just have some issues, but at the same time, we just have it real nice compared to if you go to other places. I agree.
This is absolutely true.
That is just straight facts. Like in Trinidad, we are blessed with such a easy living lifestyle while paired with our very generous work ethic that, you know, it's like, we have it real nice here. Especially
like
compared to other Caribbean countries.
Even think of just like with other Caribbean islands. You know other Caribbean islands had to pay to ride seasick?
You know some of them had to pay to go to the beach? Like that's crazy. Also, we're good. We're doing our St. Jude Play Life campaign. We're taking donations to help kids with cancer. So if you want to donate, you know, you can check the pin the link in my Twitch chat.
Yeah, he's trying to get cancer.
Yeah, I'm trying to help kids with cancer. That's what we're doing for the entire month of May. But tonight we're doing some Reddit stories. So if you're just here to sit down, give your opinion, and you know, chill, relax, you know, I think that you can enjoy that as well. I love listening to Reddit stories, right? That's our favorite pastime of mine. Every Saturday, I sit down and listen to Papa Shane tell me about Reddit stories, and I would love to do that for you all too, you know.
You want to sit on his lap while Papa Shane tell you Reddit
honestly
stories?
No homo, I would. Shane looks like he has a very comfortable lap. I will see.
You know what? Good for you for standing 10 toes down on that. Put her there.
I understand on business. Let me see, because can't stand in negative comments. Had real Tanty saying negative stuff when Speed was here. Yeah, no, that was like, I don't understand how it is that you could look at. I don't know how you could look at somebody coming to your country and who is not, they're not disrespecting your culture by any means whatsoever. They are very respectful of your culture too. And they're just like, oh, well, I don't care that here. Why he pulling them tourists? You see, some of them have valid complaints. Like if they complain about how they have the children and them running out to the streets, especially on the side of the road next to a moving vehicle, then yeah, that's fair. But like,
no, any stupid children on them. And on top of that, Wolfie, you need to understand, panties in Trinidad, so you know, people age of 50 and up have
Mhm.
a problem with everything under the sun. You don't understand. These people would smack talk Jesus if he didn't look at them the way they wanted.
You know, shout out to my mom. My mom not like that at all. My mom is a very very open-minded woman. Actually, like I've thought about that like sometimes. So my mother is a very open-minded woman when it comes to a lot of things. It's very odd compared to the rest of Trinidad, honestly.
Shout out Mama DZX for being the
Yeah.
exception.
Facts. Let me see. Just finished my exams for the semester. Kind of on a date right now, so I'm hoping to say hi when I'm on my phone. Why are you? No. Why are you? No. Don't get off of my Twitch chat right now. Thanks for coming through. Get off of my Twitch chat right now and focus on your date. Talk to that person.
Call them beautiful, gorgeous, compliment
Handsome.
them.
We don't know.
Maintain
what
eye
that person
contact
is.
unless they don't like that. Then don't do that.
Yeah, make sure you compliment whoever the person is. But get
And
off of
their
Twitch, bro.
favorite snack.
Yeah, get off of Twitch, bro. Don't be here. I appreciate your passing through, though, genuinely. But go focus on your date, bro. Focus on the person.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck. Have fun. Heart out to you. All right,
Wish
let me
I
go to
was
the
me.
next comment. All right, next comment we have here. Japanese immigration doesn't care about why you want to leave your country. They don't care what your politics are for the most part. They care about what it is you intend to do in Japan. They want to make sure that you are qualified to do that work, that the work is not taking opportunities away from citizens, and you are compensated enough for that work to allow you to pay your taxes and other social obligations, example, pension and health insurance. So what would your plan be?
Yeah.
So they say, I'm working as a chef in Japan. Do you have control over, or at least have significant input on the menu? Have you been a chef for a decade and specializing in the type of cuisine in your area is famous for? If so, would you qualify for a culinary visa to work in a restaurant that serves that type of food? So this was genuinely trying to help them. Hello, hi, later, hi, peace. So
Bye.
OP commented, sorry, I didn't know that this subreddit is mainly about the immigration process rather than the question of if it would be a good choice. Maybe I have to answer this question elsewhere. Maybe you might want to check out r/I want out. All right. Well, this one
r/I want out.
that's a crazy subreddit, dog. Like genuinely. I want out is a genuinely insane subreddit name. But yeah, always remember, guys, moving to another country may not solve your problems, right? It may exacerbate your problems even further, honestly. And you need to check to see if the issue that you're having is with whatever is happening within your country or within yourself, and not necessarily your country. You know? Yeah, that's me. You have anything to add to that, so?
You cooked on that. You cooked and the stove was just the right temperature.
That's what we like to hear.
Just enough heat.
Just enough heat. It was the stove was warm enough, you know? Alright. Next story. Well, next post, I should say. This one is the story. Ooh, this one is going to be a good one. So someone 9 years ago on Ask Reddit asked, Redditors who have visited Japan.
Oh.
Welcome back, Zane. Redditors
Yeah,
who have...
man. Yeah, man. You know, yeah, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Are
sometimes you watch a show. No, sometimes you just watch a show and sometimes you watch a show and it makes you feel better, and other times you watch a show and you go, oh well, okay, that just happened.
That was straight up me when I watched that episode of The Boys. I was like, okay, that happened.
Okay,
that was like,
you know,
it's like, oh, you know,
we're gonna talk about it after. We'll talk about it after.
All right, so hold on, I need to adjust my webcam.
I'm gonna listen to the Reddit stories for sure, but I'm also probably either gonna play Deadlock or Fire. One of the two.
You don't want to put in your 2 cents?
Yeah.
I definitely will.
He will, yeah.
Like,
he's just gonna be locked into that to them Deadlock games. Also, we're playing League later if you want to jump in, huh?
Oh no, I absolutely will be playing League later.
And then I'll also hop on Minecraft as well after that.
Yeah, we gotta build the. I need your help transporting some villagers for the industrial complex.
Alright, no problem.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be too bad.
I have sufficiently supplied you with food. I will be supplying more online for one.
Oh man, did you talk about the Star Fox game yet? Or...
Oh no, we didn't talk about Star Fox. Literally, we just went through the Reddit stories.
You mean how it was ugly?
Yeah, no, those models were genuinely what the fuck. But again, I was saying on the call earlier, the environments, the missions look like they have like sufficient difficulty. Everything else about the game looks good. I'm sure the story will be great as well. What the fuck were those models, dog? Genuinely, what the fuck were those models? Also, Shadow, welcome into the stream, man. Yeah, what the actual living fuck were those models? Genuinely, dog. That shit was hot ass. Like,
No. See, hot ass can be good. That was cold ass. It was spoiled.
I can't even
well,
lie.
that's just crazy.
I can't even lie.
Mm-hmm.
The model was really bad. Like, them models was really bad, dog.
Yeah, they would. They really would. All right, let's go on to our next post that we have here. So this post again comes from Ask Reddit 9 years ago. Serious Redditors who have visited Japan. What was your favorite or worst experience that you want to share? So this one will be one we'll probably be going through the comments more often than not. Oh, it seems like this first one is a good one. Oh, hi Akash. So this one top comment here. I stayed in a tiny rural town a few years back, and it was very evident many of the people there have never met or seen a foreigner in person. Every day I would walk through the snow to a bakery to get my daily fix and have a lengthy conversation with a nice older lady who spoke no English, and myself speaking no Japanese. On the way back, I would always walk past a dozen or so children leaving kindergarten, who would have all been all under the age of 5. I would always smile, but they would all stop nervously, frozen as they watched the white-bearded 6'2" giant pass. After a few days, they would spot me from afar and pressure the leader of their pack to greet me, and I replied in kind. For the next week, they all would individually say konnichiwa and bow, and I would greet each of these tiny children one at a time while standing next to snowbanks taller than themselves. They were always very excited, and it was hilariously adorable. One day, I slipped hard coming down an icy hill, and they all came running. I was sitting on my ass after sliding a few feet. Quite comically, I remember the little girl asking, Kyojin, Daijoubu desu ka? Oh, it's like, Giant, are you okay? Yeah, Daijoubu desu ka. That's like so cute. Like literally saying, Giant, are you okay? That's so sweet.
Big guy, you good?
Yeah, it's like, yo, tall ass brother, you good? You good in the hood, twin? Yeah, all right, dab me up. Let's go. You know, if that was happening in like these sits or something, it's like, hey, yo, you good, my G? Dab me up. Let me get you up off the ground. Yeah, you all right? You cool, and dust them off.
Wait! Come on, get up. You good? Yeah, you're good.
It's like, hey, Sonny boy, you good there? All right. Dust off yourself, dog. Pick up yourself. You're good, dog. You're good.
The stuff.
Yeah, he's a big man. You can be right. But yeah, no, this is an actually genuinely adorable story.
That's so sweet.
It is.
And they're so small with their little yellow hats and their
Yeah, I know you're just picturing the whole thing, just like seeing in my head. I imagine like 5 of them running up, and they kind of doing like a little, like kind of waddle run. And it's like, oh my god, Giant, are you okay? And you're like, yes, I'm okay. That's so sweet. All the other comments are like, oh, that's cute as hell. This might be the cutest story I've ever heard. And the snow giant that protects their village from monsters. Or somebody said that they know Kyojin meant giants because of how they watch Attack on Titan. Shingeki no Kyojin. That makes sense. Sense.
To be fair, I feel like I'd be more scared if I feel like I'd be more scared than anything. Like, I've seen Attack on Titan. I know what they be up to. I don't want to get eaten.
Nah, facts, dog. What I love this is like, yeah, the Kyojin Daijoubu desu ka was just like adorable. No, that shit is actually sweet.
So cute.
Let me see. Somebody said my boss is 205 centimeters. Done it for you, 6'7", and isn't slim. If you can't imagine the size, think of a guy who has to bow under every single door in the office. He probably has to bow going into a cathedral. He had a contract in Japan working on Mangalvi. I don't know what to pronounce that. While the Japanese in the office quickly got used to him, the reaction in public was borderline horror. Honestly, even here, if I saw someone who was 6'7", I know somebody who's 6'7", now that I think about it, like 7 feet. If I saw that brother, like, more often than not, I'm like, why the fuck are you so tall, brother?
To be
Like-
fair, I do have a friend who is about 204 centimeters, and every time I talk to him, I give him absolute flack for doing coding and like computer sciences instead
not
of
doing
going
basketball.
to play basketball.
As you should. No, and you know a tall person, someone that's over 6'2", clown them for not even attempting to play basketball. They should have attempted basketball at least once in their life. And then, even if they don't like it after, that's fine. But at least attempt it. Don't let your height go to waste, people.
I
Don't-
told
like,
him,
You know what people using their height for?
What?
Men using their height to try and get gal.
People.
Like what? What's it like?
Use your height. Rather, go use your height to play point guard. We need more dudes.
And no, fuck.
Like,
God.
no, we need centers.
Yeah,
Like,
no, we
brother,
need more people.
brother,
bro.
the Lakers need it.
the Lakers need a
Need-
center.
No, you need to start playing point guard, dog. Like, put the hoops in, put the numbers in.
Yeah, like
Please.
come on.
But no,
Lakers-
he wants
The Lakers
to, like,
need a center,
He
dog.
wants to do coding.
You want to
How-
your tip,
Go
tip,
play
tap, tap,
other
tap
group.
on PC. Tip, tip, tap, tap.
Stop tapping on my computer.
Yeah.
Go,
Ah! All right,
stop
next.
tapping on my computer. Go tap
Whoever's
on.
listening,
tap on
if
the ball, brother.
Go tap on some
yes,
hoops, bro.
you have someone in your life, your life, who is over 6'3", get them their favorite snacks and tell them, go get on the field.
Yeah, tell them go touch
Yeah,
some
go
hoops,
get
bro.
on the field is definitely a way to say that.
Get on the court immediately.
Get on the court, shoot some hoops, play on some balls, bro. Come on.
Sit on the bench and start collecting.
All that. Sound be a water boy, at least. All right, so let's see. Next comment we have here. Someone said, best experience. 9 p.m. at night, drunk as shit in downtown Osaka. Me/friends. Let's get sushi for dinner. We haven't had any while being here. Random Japanese man interjects and say, sushi daytime, nighttime ramen. That ended up pushing us into a small ramen shop on the corner of the street where I had the best pork ramen I'll ever have in my life. No, that Japanese man, that's
Evil.
Jesus incarnate. That I promise you all that
cooking.
Jesus
He was
incarnate,
cooking.
dog. Like he
That
said, like
and he's an older Japanese businessman. He knows what he's talking about because Japan's work culture is like on earth. So he would know the good eats after getting drunk because of work commitments.
the salary men, no ball, guys. Always remember, Japanese salary man would no ball. They will never lead you astray. Right? Also, the animes tell
Japanese
me.
salary man could also drink you under the table.
That is true. I'm curious to see how. I'm actually genuinely curious to see if I will be outdrank when I go to Japan. Like, I want to see if it would happen.
Hit the
I don't
with
feel like it
Maria
would.
nephew.
Hey, thanks for hire. Was it seen Biggs? Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the kingdom. We're having a great evening. What is up?
Hello.
Why did I assume that's Biggs? I know Biggs is a big tank player. If it's not Biggs, then hello, welcome to the stream. Right, so now the comments under that one says like that random Japanese man knows what's up. That's true. He did know what's up. Somebody said drunk Osaka nights are amazing. We met this random Korean guy on his own who barely spoke any English. So there's also charades. Because he was on his own, he tagged along with us to a bar down the road and we drank many beers and ate lots of chicken. At the end of the night, the Korean guy paid our tab without saying a word and disappeared. Korean Dan, you rocked. Real. Yeah, you wasn't following the whole time, shame. I know you've been in my chat. That's why I was like, I know I see this name before and I'm pretty sure that's Biggs, yeah. Shame on you. Wait! Holy shit! Hold on! Wait, hold on. Does that
What?
mean? Hold on. I need to check my channel right now.
Does that mean you're 1,000 now?
Yeah, I think that means I had 1K. Hold on.
Oh my god,
hold
let's go!
Biggs, it was my 1K follower. Big up Biggs. What the fireworks? Hold on. I don't have no confetti, but there's just busting confetti.
Imagine that confetti.
We hit the big 1K. Woo, woo, woo. Let's go. It's only just hit. Well, let me. I need to inform the manager.
Oh my god, I'm so proud of you.
Inform the manager is a crazy way to say
Yeah.
that. Like,
Yeah, I
just
Inform the
that is-
manager is
I
the
didn't
only
inform the
way
manager.
you should refer to her, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Listen, that's my big boss, you know. If I don't listen to her, she might lash me.
Oh, I'm so happy for you.
Also,
You
hi,
know what?
next. Sorry, what were you gonna say, Sylvie?
You know what?
Ow.
I'm gonna go invest in a muffin tin tomorrow and bake you some little cheesecake bites, flavor of your own choosing, as celebration.
I'm not gonna cry. I appreciate that so much. Yeah, we had to celebrate this. And not to add to the rule. Next, no, stick around. We're gonna be talking about more Reddit stories, man. But yeah, Biggs, thank you so much for being my 1,000 follower on Twitch. And thank you all for everybody who's been here on my almost 6-year journey. Thank you all so much. Like,
Have you been doing this
genuinely.
for 6 years?
I've been doing this shit for 6 years, almost 6 years. I started streaming August 1st in 2020 during the pandemic, and now I'm here today. Somehow, by the grace of God, after all of my comrades have fallen off, gone into other endeavors, I am still here. I don't know why, but I'm still here.
I am still here.
Standing.
Yeah, I'm still here. Next time I see an alias, I'll have to buy food. That'll have to be in like 5 years' time then, because you don't know, I'm moving to Japan. So yeah, that'll be in like 5 years. But yes, next, I've been streaming for 6 years. That's correct. I've been streaming for almost 6 years. I didn't get to celebrate my 5-year anniversary because Ambler was being fucking ass last year then, but I digress. But yeah.
Yeah, but
again,
now you could celebrate your 1K.
that is true. I could celebrate 1K. Celebrating 1K during St. June month. So like a good idea.
Yeah. Doesn't it just?
It does, yeah. But yes. I'll definitely have to add that to like the list of things to look into for sure. But yeah, so we were talking about drunk nights in Osaka, right? So that was with the Korean guy. Somebody said, "Oh wow, what a kind dude. I guess he really appreciates the company and the hospitality from you guys." Either that or he didn't know how to say split the bill, so he thought, fuck it and just paid it. Or somebody said we met him in a hotel. I had an outside patio, so we all sat there and he came wandering over and offered us a beer. Never want to say no. We started chatting. He was on holiday in Japan by himself and explained through hilarious charades and some broken English that he didn't like Japan. He showed us some photos and they were all of him at restaurants or views that we realized he probably didn't like. He didn't like because he was lonely. It was his last night in Japan, so me, my fiance, and his friend decided to take him to one of our favorite bars we found. We Skyped with his family, he flirted successfully with a few of the barmaids, and we all laughed at each other's stories, even when we didn't really understand them. Mostly because we were all just happy. We never expected him to pay, but now we refer to him as Dan the Man. That's a W story, dog.
That's so sweet. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a drunk ramen in Osaka. That's going on my bucket list. But you're reading? Yes, I'm reading Reddit stories. Well, in this case, I'm reading some Reddit comments right now. So, yeah. We're talking about Japanese horror stories. I just titled it that, but it's more like Japanese good stories and bad stories. Yeah. Some good stuff, some bad stuff, you know. Things in between, you know. But yeah. So let's go on to another comment here. I think Becca sent me like 4 other stories anytime that I've been reading this so far. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was close. Low-key racism. Oh my god, Becca. Anyways, this next one. I went in November with a friend. The best thing about Japan was the people. They are so friendly, helpful, and polite. People actually went out of their way to help, which is something that I'm not just used to. In fact, it was a bit off-putting at first because I thought everyone was out to scam you or something. But they really just wanted to help. I'm gonna lie, just a quick pause on that comment. When I went to China, during UE, the people in China were genuinely very friendly and helpful as well. Granted, I did get a lot of stares from like the older people when I was walking through the Olympic Park. That shit was weird. But again, seeing someone as dark as me in a country like theirs, you'd expect to see like people staring. I caught an old granny kind of trying to take a picture of me with her phone, trying to take it secretly, and I just watched and I watched the phone directly in the camera.
She said she never seen anything like that.
Yeah, she never seen anything like this in her life, bro.
I've never seen anyone like this before.
Alright, continue with the comments. So I spent 5 days in Tokyo, then another 12 days traveling around the country. People outside of Tokyo were much friendlier than the people in it, but less likely to speak English. I guess that's to be expected anyway. They did try their hardest though. A young student came over to us when we were eating lunch in Kyoto and asked if he could sit beside us and practice speaking English. We're happy to oblige. And in return, he showed us around the area and gave us tips on what we could see and what to avoid. I've heard about this too. Granted, I feel like I've heard other stories. I have too many people that I know who live in Japan right now, but I have one friend in particular who described how her experience in Japan is really nice, but she has a friend who is of like darker skin complexion, and in Tokyo, she specified Tokyo is that they were much harder on her darker skin colored friend. But when you leave Tokyo, everywhere else is significantly kinder, especially to foreigners, which is insane to think about. So basically, the lesson that I got is that Tokyo is racist. Anyways, continuing on.
That makes sense, actually, in a backwards kind of way.
Yeah, it does. Her granny wants to show a train. Yo, guy, chocolate can't alive.
No, that happened to what you're describing.
I don't think I
Happened
did
to
next.
somebody when happened to a friend of mine when she went to Brazil, I think. I think it was Brazil. Not Brazil, sorry, Spain.
Oh, okay.
Oh, see,
And I
that
was like,
makes
oh,
sense. Spain is actually known for being racist, but Brazil would have been a bit odd.
Yeah, I think like Brazil would have been one of those places
one of
that's
the blackest
weird.
countries in the world.
Yeah, Brazil is one of those people that I feel like, you know, they feel like if Trinidad spoke Spanish, well, Portuguese, I mean, as a main language.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say Portuguese. That's my bad. Wait, if you took Trinidad, they speak Portuguese and they had more landmass, then I feel like that'd just be Brazil.
Honestly, yeah, I see it.
Mm-hmm. All right, continue through with the comments. My most memorable experience was sitting in a bar with my friend in Nagano. Some girl kept pointing to us, and then a guy came over and said that girl wanted to talk to me. He acted as an interpreter as a Japanese girl was asking me all sorts of questions about Ireland and Europe. She was amazed at how tall I was, and I'm not even that tall. We then had a darts competition and a dance-off, all without being able to even directly talk to each other. Everyone in the bar was getting in on it too, posting photos with us, and I kind of felt like a minor celebrity. Fantastic country, and I will 100% be back. One other thing that I noticed was that so many people smoke, and there are smoking areas everywhere. You can even smoke in chain restaurants like Denny's. Coming from Europe, where smoking is pretty much banned in all indoor areas, is a bit strange, but not at all a big deal. Interesting. I mean, I feel like you need something to take the edge off, and if the culture, especially portrayed in media, is like them doing like a lot of drinking after work hours, I feel like smoking doesn't feel that weirdly out of the realm of possibility. You know?
No, not really.
Yeah. It's like everybody has their vice, you know? And I feel like for some people it's smoking, for some people it's drinking, for some people it's like whatever they decide, you know? Things like that. Let me see. Look at Japan's history and it'll explain so much. Sorry, what were you saying, Sylvie?
No, I was saying you're right. Everybody does have their vices.
Mm-hmm. Right, so look at Japan's history and it will explain so much. They were isolated on that island until the 1800s, so had to work together to survive. It really is a collectivist, and I think if communism could work anywhere, it would be in Japan. Preloading was basically selected out of their gene pool over hundreds of famines. Ooh, that makes sense, actually.
That's a bit crazy to say, but
it's a bit crazy to say, but when you think about it, it makes sense. It's like Japan, like even like again as they're portrayed as like everyone plays their part, but they don't follow communism, but they do believe that like everybody has to play their part in order to get things moving. It's like everybody's a cog in the machine and everybody plays their part to keep things moving forward. You know? Ooh.
respect that.
Mm-hmm. Somebody asked about hikikomoris and the NEETs. They said that is a very, very recent phenomenon and is largely due to change in education policies known as Yutori education. It is a disaster and now it has been scrapped and normal education put back in. Oh, I wonder what this is. Let's Google what Yutori education is. Is a Japanese...
You're aware what hikikomoris are, right?
Yes, I know what that is. At least I believe so. I know I've heard the term before and my brain sounded blank on it. I'm just going to Google it so that way I could Remember, because I know what a NEET is. That's the not educated something and trained.
Employed on
Em-
training.
There we go. A severe form of social withdrawal where often adolescents or young adults seclude themselves. Oh yeah, that's so hikikomoris are basically what I know in my head NEETs are, because NEETs and hikikomoris are kind of like one in the same, where they're just like kind of homebodies, never look going outside. Kind of like if you have is it agoraphobia? The fear of like kind of being in like outdoors or some shit like that.
Around people, agoraphobia is the fear.
Sorry, good.
Yeah, that is agoraphobia that you're thinking of.
Thank you. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Yutori education is a Japanese education policy which reduces the hours and the content of the curriculum in primary education. In 2016, the mass media in Japan used this phrase to criticize drops in scholastic ability. Oh, okay. So they basically just cut like the education hours in half. I'm gonna assume it's something along those lines, obviously, but you know, it's just the idea. Oh, excuse me. Right, next comment we have here. Just came back from Japan. I'm impressed at how clean the streets are. There's no trash anywhere. Yes, the trash cans are hard to find, yet you don't see any trash lying around. Somebody is like, I know, what the fuck is up with the lack of trash cans? It seems like Tokyo intentionally makes the city so clean and then hides all their trash cans to fuck with you. It's like, hey, you know, I got this garbage. And it's like, oh, where does it go? It's like, I don't know where it goes.
Honestly,
Yeah.
like, why?
Hi,
how are you, Sylvia?
Good.
Yeah. But yeah, I personally, like, I wonder if like I wonder if it's just like you don't really need that many trash cans, like when people don't litter as much.
Mm-hmm. I mean, from what I've heard as well,
don't people have more like reason? Like, don't have people have more like societal like pressure to like not litter?
Yeah, basically, because even from what I've heard, it's like if you have your trash, they're usually encouraged to take it home and throw it out then.
Yes.
Like you have to carry your garbage with you all the way home, which is insane of me to think about.
Yes.
I love that. I respect that.
But it makes so much sense for like an Asian culture. Like that's like one, like if you said that was like any other culture, I wouldn't really think that. Like, like really like European, American, I wouldn't think that. But like just simply because it's Asian, that's why my brain instantly went to that.
Yeah,
because that's sense, like they that's very much like a very like quintessential Asian social like thing. Also, by the way, it looks like your stream is buffering for me, but like it might just be me. But I have to go pee either way, so I can't check right now.
It's on my side because I'm seeing that my frames dropping because Amplia is probably being buns again. I love Amplia, guys.
We love Amplia in this house.
We love Amplia in this house.
It's like my, we love Amplia.
It's like my upload bit rate is like fluctuating between 2,000 and 6,000, so it's just annoying more than anything else. But I can't really do much for that. I assume the YouTube stream should be running fine. I could check us. And you see, this is why I stream in multiple places.
Yes, you're a smart lad.
I'm a smart cookie. A cookie that is smart. Yeah, it seems like the YouTube stream is still running well. Yeah, as I said, I see it started to stick on the stream. Never mind. I'm gonna close stuff and pretend that it's running fine.
Wow.
Next comment.
That's here to say bad, because that goat mouth is crazy.
Like, I not even the one that had the goat mouth. That's usually Becca's job. All right, next comment. Well, continuing on with that thread from before. Someone said a lot of people carry their trash home with them. They also do not just throw their cigarette butts on the ground. This is something I wish Americans would do. Smokers here are the worst. The world is not your ashtray. Can not confirm. I live in Tokyo and people throw their cigarette butts on the ground all the freaking time. What you aren't seeing are the neighborhood associations cleaning up the streets when it's not busy. Okay,
that also makes sense.
That also does make a lot of sense.
Because that I actually have watched some videos on infrastructure, and they do put a lot of money towards like even like public like bathrooms and you know how well they're stocked, how well they're cleaned,
right,
and stuff like that. They actually dedicate a lot more money to that than we do. like than Americans do. Sorry, I don't know about like Trinidad.
Well, we don't have that really that much unless it's our carnival time.
Well,
I see.
To be fair, we would, but it's just not efficient. We have always had a small organization called CPAP.
But used to.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Like for like people who can't breathe well or what?
Nah, it's like they do they clean and shit. Like
I see.
They're like clean.
That's what I figured. I'm glad
they recently got blown. Their shit recently got blown smooth off by the government.
Really?
Next, what the fuck you sent me to watch, dog? I'll watch that later.
Really interesting.
Yeah, apparently people were not the government was not a big fan of it because they thought they weren't like making enough money.
Of course, classic government things. Okay.
So they took that shit out.
I see. Very classic.
Instead of putting a little more funding into it, making it more efficient, and actually making people want to join into it and help out their country because we could be a beautiful Caribbean nation.
That actually like could be like said about like so many different like policies, at least in America. I don't know about you there, but in America that's like so many different things. But yeah, no, including like stuff like this, like things for like welfare needs or like things for just the average like like just the public. I really appreciate like devoting a lot of money towards that when you can.
And like spending $67 million on fucking pops.
How much did you say?
No, imagine. I think, bro, no, stop.
Oh my
God.
How much did you say?
No.
That's so crazy.
Just ignore it.
I never interacted with this like joke enough to like in the past, like to really understand like what it means or like, but now because of Sylvie, I've interacted with it so many times that now I'm starting to understand the context. I've never been actually told. No one's actually told me or like anything, and I've just gone for like years now.
Years? It has been years.
Yeah,
it has probably been years.
Yeah, bro. Like I've literally gone this entire time. Like just like I'll see people like say it, and I'm like over it. I'm like, okay.
Okay. Do you guys want me to learn you a thing? Do y'all want to know the origin and etymology of 6-7?
Damn.
Yes, grandchild. Please tell us.
Grandchild.
Yes, grandchild is fucking crazy. I'm
shitting down.
Yeah, I can't fix this stream lagging.
Just got like blown up in university.
I've got.
The cracks are coming. He's breaking his back. His back is getting broken. Oh no.
Dude, your back's getting broken. At least do that off stream.
I'm sorry.
Poor champs.
Oh, excuse me.
I'm sorry. I don't know if you heard those cracks, but
actually it
did. Wait, did you?
Damn, what hit me? Oh, sorry.
You know what? I will explain the origins and etymology of 6-7 after, because right now is Reddit Japan time.
True. Thank you, Sylvie. All right, we will continue now. We'll do one more comment and then we'll move on to another story. I think Becca sent me a good bit while we
Oh, good.
So let's see. This last comment. Yeah, big up to Big Boss one time. So someone said, I studied abroad here twice and live here now. Definitely not the best experience, but certainly one of the most memorable. Me and maybe 5 other Americans went to an all-you-can-drink karaoke one night, intending to do all that for a friend's 20th birthday. They made a mistake in the sentence. Nobody's cracking neck. Shut up. After about an hour in, some drunk salaryman accidentally barges into a room with a friend in tow. He goes, Gaijin? And then turns to his friends and happily shouts, Gaijin! While his friend is trying to extract him and apologize to us. We're taken aback, but at least no one is angry. The one drunk then says, Gaijin, you must sing with us. And then gestures wildly to the room across from ours. We all look at each other and then kind of shrug.
Japanese accent you're putting on.
It's like we all look at each other and just kind of shrug and think, fuck it, let's go. We stand up and go and the guy yells, yeah! Then bolts back to his room. So the six of us follow his friend into the room and see it's the biggest room in the place. There are maybe 12 to 15 salarymen and OLs all wearing their nice suits wondering who the fuck we are. When the original drunk yells, "We are going to sing with the gaijin!" and puts on "We Are the World."
Oh my god.
We are the world. Dog, I was listening to that song today.
Hey!
Wait, hold on, that's so fucking funny, dog.
I would have originally rated this story like an 8 out of 10.
Thanks,
But
Max.
that We Are the World gets an 11 out of 10 just because Michael Jackson's in that song.
That is so.
that
that
is-
is actually so fucking funny.
It
It's
is.
so funny.
I was.
We're gonna sing
I-
with the gaijin.
We are going to sing.
We're
with
gonna
the gaijin.
sing "We Are the World," bro. We gotta sing it.
That
You think this Japanese guy
couldn't
said
write
that and he
that.
was like, I'm solving racism with this? And I feel like that's what he's probably thinking in his head.
solving
Probably.
racism. No. We are the world.
We are the world. So the comment continues. All of us are in our early 20s and aren't even that familiar with the song, but we sing anyways. The entire time we're still getting looks of, why are these gaijin kids in here from everyone? At the end, my friend quickly shovels out back into our room, but the original drunk yell acts, "You know, Japanese song?" At this point, I just say, "Fuck it, that's it." You know, this man is the prime example of fuck it, we ballroom.
We do it for the plot.
Yeah, we doing this shit for the plot, we doing this shit for the vibe. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. That's what this person feels like.
I respect it.
No, I respect it too. That's how you make memories, you know? So I nod and he hands me the karaoke selector. I put in something by Blue Hearts. I feel like, do I know the song? Hold on. If this is what I think it is. Actually, I can't play this, I'll get fucking copyright. Never mind. I'll find out after.
I was waiting for you to figure that one out. Dream
Leave
of
me
a
alone.
way.
I was
me
gonna say
alone,
Twitch,
leave me
but I don't
alone.
think you can do that one.
Whatever. And immediately, everyone in the room loses their shit. They're just excited to sing this song. Let alone the fact that I can sing it, which blows their mind even further. It's not even that hard a song. At the end of the song, everyone is clapping and screaming, and I just wonder what the fuck dimension did I step into? The original drunk grabs 2 cups of booze off the table, neither of which are more mine or his, and says, "Gaijin! Kanpai! To Japan!" And we cheers. I then go back to my own room and to join my friends. I've got other good stories, but this one will stick out because both parties were confused by what was happening. And just that one drunk guy thought it was all normal. Yo, no, that is actually fucking hilarious.
Big up you, uncle. Big up you, OP.
Yeah, big up the gaijin in that story. Big up to all of the people in the story, though.
Gaijin.
Yeah, that last story was beautiful. I loved every second of that. That was really, really nice.
That was an experience. It took me on a journey.
Yeah, that was a trip and a half to say the least. But you know what? I'm glad that they had the experience that they did. You know, because
And you should be that kind of gaijin.
I would hope so. I would hope that I am. I just hope that they don't think of me as a Viltrumite and get scared away, you know. I feel like I had to get past that barrier first. You know? I feel like I had to deal with that. I had to deal with that first.
They thought you, is that like a common thing for you? Has that happened before?
See,
Where people think you're a Viltrumite?
see, have
Has
you?
that happened to you before?
I know you've seen the
Ian, do
Twitter
you
trend.
not
Shut
know
up.
the thing?
No, he knows. He knows. He's fucking with us. He knows.
Oh.
Is that a thing that happens to you often? People think you're a
Alright.
Viltrumite?
I mean, to be fair, which one was this? Yeah,
No matter
I
how
just,
womb.
if I just like put my arm and I hit the muscles like this, it'd be like, oh damn, and then just run away.
Hey, to be fair, you are kind of ripped.
That is true. I got the beat
Don't tell him that.
Shredded cheese.
shredded cheese. Are you saying that
Yeah,
because you
they
like
saying that.
cheese? I'm watching you.
Yeah.
What are you saying, Tim?
No, I've seen don't glaze them.
Wow.
Why not? It says he hit 1,000 followers if you didn't know.
I saw.
He deserves to get a little
just saying.
glazed.
I'm a op, so I'm not gonna be glazed.
Yeah,
Zane,
that
do you
makes
want me to glaze you too?
No, I'm good.
Not left out.
No, I'm good, 200 man. Appreciate it though.
Let me see. Now see Johan say Japan's collective love for Michael Jackson is about 2% of mine.
Johan is
Actually-
carrying all Johan is carrying all of Japan's love for Michael Jackson in his heart.
And you know,
Okay.
it's probably carrying it in like the top part of his pinky finger.
Johanna,
He's like,
I'm carrying all your
You know-
love and Japan's love for Michael Jackson in
you
my
know
heart.
how that one, you know
Can't
that one time
outdo
when
me, hon.
Goku, you know that one time when Goku pieced up the Ginyu Force? Yeah, that's Johan. That's Johan right now.
Oh boy. Alright, we're moving on to another story. This is the third story for the night. Alright, so we have this one comes from Anti-Work 2 years ago. It says here, Tales from Japan, my crazy work stories. Oh god, this is a long one, so buckle up. We're in for a ride, guys.
Kids, we
So-
gonna be
I
here
love
for a minute.
rides.
Mm-hmm. So it says here, I found this community by chance, and all the stories brought back memories of some of my craziest moments working in Japanese companies. So I thought I might share. Background: I have lived and worked in Japan for over a decade. I speak, read, write the language quite well, and so mainly ended up working at Japanese companies, which is quite an experience. Let's go over the highlight reel. Hold on. Oh, sorry. I worked for several years for an online travel company. I was hired to start up operations for a specific market and created booking pages for all the various products. This place had some weird rules. The first is that we had to be in office by 8:30. Usually starting time in Japan is 9. Because one specific customer service team had to be there from 8 due to regional time differences. Apparently, it would be unfair to them to be the only ones coming in early. What? I mean, what? That does feel kind of silly. Like, it feels
I
like
guess.
it feels like a nothing burger kind of thing, where it's like, you making me come in half an hour earlier because someone has to come in an hour earlier. It's kind of like, you know, that fucking dog meme that's just like, huh? You know, the white dog with the question mark. It kind of just makes you feel like that. Yeah,
That is definitely an
That's a
idea.
decision for sure. That is a decision.
It is a decision. Now, they said what this actually meant is that the company got extra work out of everyone, since the ending time was closer to 1,800 hours. Although this being Japan, unpaid overtime is at least an hour a day. At least an hour a day was basically compulsory. You only got paid for overtime after you accumulated at 20 hours of it per month. The crazy thing is that despite being insanely busy, twice a month, each department would have to get together and discuss a chapter of a business book the CEO loved. Now, business is in quotes because it was a bunch of self-congratulatory bullshit by an old Japanese dude who literally admitted in his book to not paying his early employees health insurance or pensions because we were building something big. That's crazy. So the CEO was like, guys, look at my favorite book.
So they're working at the piss me off factory and putting in extra hours too.
Yeah, boy.
I was gonna say that sounds like they participated in crime. Can't lie to you.
Yeah, no, this is definitely illegal in a lot of things, probably potentially. So that's fun. So continuing on, I took to calling on my chattiest client right before each meeting and then giving a great performance of, oh no, I'm on this important call. You all go ahead and I'll catch up later. Fortunately, we got a new COO who immediately stopped this stupid culty book report meetings. She was awesome. Shout out to that COO. He
Big up
saved
the
that man life.
COO.
She saved that man life on God, or this woman's life, I should say. I didn't say the gender, but yeah, they saved
was
that
clip.
person's life. Yeah, they saved that person's life. Because imagine every, like, once a month you have to come to your CEO and be like, all right, guys, you're going to talk about this book, right? In this book, we're going to talk about how I'm literally doing wage theft for you guys. So, oh my God, these people are not real.
And that's the worst. These people are so real. How do you think
Mhm.
billionaires happen?
That is so true. No, you're absolutely right. All right, continuing down. Like a lot of Japanese companies, there was a huge focus of busy work over actual productivity. The greatest example of this, which still rankles, to be honest, I don't know what that means, is how the top brass decided that we just had to have the largest number of products based in Japan for an English-speaking market. that meant that my team of 2 and I spent an entire year creating page after page, literally thousands of booking pages, for things that people visiting Japan would have no interest in. Random experiences in places that take several hours by car to reach, dozens of the same type of tea ceremonies so that it's impossible to actually select one, and tons of experience that did not offer English guidance. It was insanely dumb. I spoke to them multiple times about quality over quantity, and that the sheer cost of creating all this would never be covered and would just put us in the red. But they were convinced that this was the way forward. Fast forward to after I left the company and Copenhagen. They shut down the entire English side of the business, and once they reopened, removed all those thousands of pages we had spent so long creating. I know you can't see me, but I just like have my, like, you know, like that motion where you just like pinch your cheeks and you just shake your head. That's me right now, just like, brother. What are we doing? Like, I need to know what are we truly doing as a people? What? Come on. What is wrong with people, guys? Somebody answer this question. What is wrong with people?
I could name a few things, but we'd be here all day.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
There's a simple
people who don't like porcupines.
Money.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. I don't know why. Those were like some of the worst people that just came to my head in that exact moment.
So you were describing Mr. Krabs, right?
Yeah. Money.
Those are definitely some of some people. I will agree on that.
I love money.
Hi, I'm Mr. Krabs, and I like money.
What a fucking goat, bro. My boy, Mr. K. Mr. K.
Mr. Krabs taught me how to penny pinch when I was a kid.
Mr. Krabs pinched my pennies when I was a kid. I was broke.
Oh, I know it's like timer. What does that even mean? All right, continuing on.
I have some decorum. I wouldn't do that on stream.
All right, fair enough. All right, so another glorious occasion is when they decided they wanted to expand, and so bought out a competitor. This was an international company where no one spoke Japanese. None of the top brass, except the awesome CEO, spoke any English. Cue me suddenly being promoted to regional manager and having to bridge between a stick-in-the-mud middle-aged male Japanese manager and a young European woman who was used to a much faster and flexible way of doing things. Things just did not compute.
Hey, big boss.
This led to a nasty case of burnout. Oh my God, Becca's alive.
Hi, I didn't want to interrupt.
No, it's fine. Yeah, we on the third one now.
Let me just say, when I was like, I gonna nap, I lie down. As soon as I lie down, the current
come back.
Bitch. I was like, bitch, you actual bitch.
That is so funny. He's like, well, since the current ain't come back anytime soon, better I just take a lie down. And as your head touch the couch,
sleep.
As your head touch the couch, it's like, it's like, you son of a bitch.
They had comedic timing. They really had comedic timing.
Like, back again, back. You gonna turn back?
Yes, he did.
You're welcome.
All right, we continuing on now. So the last thing was the guy being the regional manager and having to be in between a middle-aged Japanese manager who was just like a stick in the mud and a young European woman who was just very much faster and flexible in doing things. This led to a nasty case of burnout and I was put on medical leave for a month. I would say that medical benefits in Japan are pretty great. One of the reasons to stay. Hold on, no, that's about it. Okay, no, that's everybody. All right, cool. Yeah, one of the reasons to stay. But the craziest thing is that I soon realized they had bought out this competitor without doing a stitch of due diligence. I'm no mastermind, but before you buy a multi-million-dollar company, I would certainly check to make sure they were solvent, wouldn't you? Well, it wasn't. They had, in fact, been in the red for many years. After spending a fortune trying to integrate the two systems, they eventually ran it into the ground and closed it, firing dozens of really awesome people, some of whom literally built that company from the ground up. At that point, I knew I needed to get out. Fortunately, I had started getting more side work from my actual desired field, entertainment related. So I saved like crazy for half a year, lined up a few freelance gigs to give me some extra income, and then quit. They were all shocked. And despite me making them literal millions for several years, the old dudes were basically like, yeah, see ya. Bet you'll come back when things don't work out. Charming. Fast forward to 2023, I'm now doing the thing I've trained my whole life to do. Performing like regularly over the place. I've also branched out into other entertainment related works. Sorry, can't give details as I do have a teensy tiny bit of fame. And I'm making a really good living with minimal stress. No more horrible rush hour train commutes. That's what the point is like. It's like, ugh. And lots of downtime for my introvert brain. So lucky, much blessed. Guess who calls me up? Why, yes, it would indeed be the travel company. You see, they let go all their multilingual staff during COVID and now need them back. Huh. So my former manager calls me up, all 4 smiles and fake concern. Oh, you must be having such a hard time right now. I briefly informed him that I'm actually doing pretty good with swimming for a loop. He then proceeds to try and sell me on coming back to work for them, either part-time or full-time. I was ready to just gently decline until he said, of course though, we couldn't take you back at your original salary since you have a blank of several years since the last time you worked with us. Oh, sweet summer child. I have no intention of maintaining bridges with this company. So in highly formal Japanese, which is a way of basically shunning someone, I explained that I'm currently earning double what I ever made when working there in about half the hours, albeit there was still 70 hours a week. Okay, that matters. And that I was actually so busy with my own projects that I was looking to take some help myself. The sheer dopamine, you guys. I lived off it for a week. Hope you all enjoyed my tales of horror in the land of the rising sun. I do have more, so I might share them as a later point. So fuck that travel company, am I right, guys? Yeah, fuck that travel company.
Fuck that travel company. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that travel
I think
company.
they might like them.
That was the most
That's
evil,
a
that was the most,
crazy response, but
that was the most evil Knievel shit I think I've ever heard in my
Evil
life.
Knievel.
No, that's
It really hit the
insane.
fucking.
So not only did they force them to work unpaid overtime, which I mean, based on what he said, it sounds like a very common thing. They forced this person to also, like, well, he was basically the English person for them for a while. Then they were not making a lot of money. Proceeds to then buy another company who they then later found out was not making money. Fired almost all of those people. Then this person leaves, get to do what they want to do. Huh?
That thing is like public information, so how do you not know the company that you're buying has $0?
That's true.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, no facts.
That is very true.
Yeah, that is just straight facts.
Ridiculous.
Like, how do you not do some research into the company that you're buying so that way you can find out
One
if it's a good
Google
investment or
search
not?
would have saved this company.
True. It's genuinely insane. Genuinely insane. Let me see. Someone said I live in Yokohama, and all of this
is someone echoing, or was that?
I think it
like,
comes from
my
Becca
head?
Mike. I didn't see who Mike was coming from.
No.
Echo. Okay, and I
It's
heard it.
so
Echo.
Right, I live in Yokohama, and all this sounds somewhat familiar. The online company wouldn't happen to start with a T, would it? And then somebody said, nope, but the OP replied, nope, but basically all of them are pretty awful from what my connections see. So it seems like all travel companies in Japan might be terrible, to say the least.
Well, I guess you know where not to work.
Well, I work in schooling, so I'll be fine. Right. Next comment here that was an interesting read. Thanks for explaining all the great points. I've heard about Japanese work culture before and like watching a day in a life videos where YouTubers follow a sushi chef, for example. None of those videos display horrible working conditions, but often long hours for the business owners. How many businesses in Japan run so inefficient and demand longer hours, would you say? So Opie responded, to be honest, basically all of them. There's a huge pressure to stay longer or even work overnight. There have been tons of cases of karoshi death by overwork because there truly is a labor crisis. And Japan restricts immigration so much, there's an exception that you have to work more to make up for it. The inefficiency is often a structural issue. People trying to deal with the out-of-date ways of doing things, the people at the top demand. You see the thing is, I feel like I read this, but I also read for Jet that they want you to leave when your work is done. At least it depends on which prefecture you're into.
I think it's a location-based thing because I've read the opposite from people who like working for Japanese companies, and they was like, no, you're done your work please leave the office. We don't want you here anymore. Stop staying overtime.
Yeah,
It's like, no,
basically. It's
get
like,
out.
please
So I think
get
it really
the
is an
fuck out,
area
bro.
thing.
Yeah. Like, I feel like Japan is such a large island that has, like, different prefectures that all have their own different little cultures that would crop up a lot. Whereas, like, you might think that, oh, because this one thing happens here, it must happen everywhere. But even, like, how we discussed earlier with Tokyo and how they treat some foreigners, you know, that's not evident when you leave Tokyo.
I think it's just what got popularized in, you know, online and media. And that is that it's overworked to death, which is true. But that doesn't mean all the locations do that.
Yeah, true.
I don't mean the entirety of Japan does it.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, one more comment. I work in the US for a Japanese-owned company. Obviously, there are lots of different rules and regulations here versus there. But we had a company-wide meeting and everyone had to get a book written by the founder of the company. And every presentation had to mention how great the book was and how you'd be so much better at your job if you just followed the book. I purposely didn't get one because I'm not in a public-facing position. I don't actually deal with customers and also fuck your weird wannabe qualified.
What the hell is that?
No, that is weird as shit.
That was weird indeed.
Yeah, 2 weeks later, a random package shows up, express overnight delivery. The only thing in it was this book.
Are you kidding?
I mean, shit.
Oh, that's somebody who wanted their dick read on dog.
I mean, shit. Like he said you gotta read, bro. And
oh
he
my
said
god,
you gotta read.
Like it or not,
love it.
Yeah, boy.
He said you gonna read and you gonna like it.
Read the book or it gets the hose again.
He said read. He said read.
Read, brother, read.
Read.
Oh.
Took the book out and everything.
And then they
That's
replied,
crazy.
Opie replied, "Oh lordy, I'm surprised this is even possible in the US. But this happens quite a bit in Japan, with companies buying up lots of copies of founders' books to push up book sales. The book didn't happen to be the way of life, did it? Also, so creepy that it was sent to you. Oh, my spouse who worked in a US founder company was given the founder's book. When they left, they brought it home. Goodwill got the book."
Nice.
Yeah. And then the person
That's the
who made
acceptable answer.
yeah, the person who made the top comment, that comment was like, I don't actually remember the name. I think it was along those lines. When I get in tomorrow, I'll find it on whatever out of the was shelf. That was not an English sentence. Basically, they were just saying that they were trying to find the book, but no, they didn't reply after that.
I guess it never happened.
Yeah, I guess we'll never know. Yeah, I guess we'll never know. One more comment for the road. It says here, care to say how the guy reacted to you looking to take on some help myself comments? I'm really curious. He made a kind of perplexed he sounds like, hey? Which kind of sounded like, oh really? What?
Yeah.
For a while. Then made another half-hearted offer that I can get in touch anytime for a job, to which I replied the equivalent of, yeah, sure, without any of the ritually expected thank yous or apologetic nonsense. This is actually pretty rude in Japanese, and I was not in the mood to care. Yeah, that's really usually. I know Japan is known for being very apologetic or like very complimentary. Like even so, like when someone pays you a compliment, the response is no. Kind of like, you know, like that shy thing, but not like in the shy way. Like you generally respond to comments by being like, no, that's not how I am. Like that kind of thing.
The humble.
Yeah, the humble.
Overly humble.
Humble brag.
It's not humble. You see, the thing is not humble brag.
Humble brag. It's
just
overly humble to the point of shut up and take a compliment.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So, you know, it's things like that.
But not fishing. It's like it have a fine line between genuine. It's like, oh no, we're paying you a compliment, but you're not supposed to accept it until like the 30th time they give it to you. Some kind of bullshit. Oh.
Alright, and then somebody replied, I'd probably just unloaded the guy until he exploded from an apologetic rage. I don't even know why you'd be restrained at this point. The man is probably a racist POS who made it clear multiple times. He thinks he's doing you a favor. Now, why we jump into him being racist? That's quite a jump, though.
Shit.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. It's a jump, but it's definitely likely.
I mean, it's possible, but it's really like a jump still.
I mean, there was no indication of racism.
That is true. I feel like they more so really use this person for their ability to speak English, right? That was the thing that was probably at the forefront of this guy. It's like, hey, this guy knows our language, can speak English and was doing the job really well, and we didn't have to pay him that much. In fact, let's lowball him again. Like, what?
I think this was just a simple, we trying to take advantage situation and not racist situation.
Mm-hmm.
Let's lowball people on Facebook Marketplace again.
Yeah, bring back me Facebook jobs, bro.
Yo, I just remember the meme, like, you know, the meme like just like running through like a bed of flowers, and then it's just like, let's lowball on Facebook Marketplace. I remember when Michael Reeves did the video about lowballing people on fucking Marketplace.
The fucking Michael Reeves video? He did that?
Yeah, that shit was hilarious. Oh my god. We're continuing on. This might make sense in the US, but in Japan, whoever loses their cool is a loser in this type of situation. It's hard to explain if you aren't super familiar with the language, but using extremely formal, overly polite language is actually far more dismissive in Japanese. And it kind of gives you are so beneath me, but I am far too classy to directly tell you so vibes. Ooh. So what I'm hearing is I need to learn how to be really polite, so that way I can be a little snooty.
Could be sassy. Sassy.
You just want to be a little shit.
Yeah, I need to stamp my fingers and be like, I'm the baddest bitch.
Dog, I'm letting you know, say that again, and yeah, we don't have an issue.
Just clip him, dog.
I actually wouldn't clip him because I want to give this brother a chance to redeem himself.
You know what?
Why are you giving him the benefits of the doubt?
I want to give him a chance. I think it's important we give people chances, you know?
True, I agree.
I want to give him.
Did I accidentally clipped it, dog? What the fuck?
Good.
Well, wait, Zayn, you're contradicting yourself. Don't say that. You're supposed to be like, oh well. You're supposed to play it off.
Oh no. Go on it. Oh,
gosh darn it. I didn't mean for that to happen.
My apologies, Becca.
Oh man. Alright, we're going on to another story now. This one comes from Japan Life from 1 year ago. A tired foreigner's brief and, hopefully, polite expression of exasperation. Okay, this one seems very interesting. Let me see. Becky, you really putting all these stories. I have no upvotes though. Like, holy. Or is it just no upvotes? Because
people just not bothering unless it's like Wakan Island thing.
That's fair. Alright, so let's start. Sometimes we need to feel like we're expressing ourselves to fellow expats and immigrants who understand. I don't like to rant, but I do feel the need to get a load off my chest. I always feel tired after going to immigration. It always serves as a reminder that regardless of how much I love Japan and the people here, and regardless of how warm and welcoming Japanese citizens have been to me over the course of my now 7 years here, the government doesn't see me or any other foreigner as more than a temporary labor force to use and abuse, or, in the case of immigrants with deep pockets, a source of tax revenue. Even the staff at the immigration office itself have largely been kind to me. Their hands are simply tied by government rules. Yet they suffer always having to be the ones to bear bad news and feel like they're ruining people's lives despite the fact that it's not their fault. I can almost appreciate the government's view at times. Foreigners stick out in Japanese society. None of us can truly be Japanese. That said, there are clearly those of us who actually appreciate many points of Japanese society and who are not here to cause trouble by routinely committing faux pas, like talking on the train or getting combative with customer service staff, or breaking rules by littering or damaging national monuments and disrespecting the Japanese beautiful nature and national parks. Meanwhile, there are of course Japanese citizens who are much worse troublemakers than some slightly faux pas. Sorry, English is hard. That's not even English. I don't know why I said English is hard, but you don't know what I mean. Foreigners. Like the punks in my neighborhood who rev their muffler-less motorbikes and speed down our quiet neighborhood roads late at night. Even if they are Japanese citizens who cause such troubles, refusing to let in foreigners whose sense of values are far removed from the peaceful, non-combative nature of most Japanese seems reasonable enough to me, as someone who can appreciate those peaceful, non-combative values. And yet, we all get come together as potential troublemakers, don't we? Personally, I haven't experienced that much overt racism. I've had 1 or 2 bad encounters with old guys telling me to get out. But I often brought that response on myself by doing something thoughtless. Their reaction was justified, but ruder than they probably would have been to a Japanese. Meanwhile, as a result of strict immigration law, drags net bundling everyone up and treating us like a temporary labor. None of us can really feel like we have any stability or sense of rights. We're only here because we have a job. And if we lose our job, 3 months. 3 months are all we get to find another. Does it matter that this is our home? Does it matter that this is where we want to settle down and make a life for ourselves? While genuinely supporting the country, does it matter that we actually want to get out of Tokyo and into a small rural town that the government specifically wants to revitalize? No, none of that matters. It doesn't matter how much we want to help. It doesn't matter if we want to open a community cafe. It doesn't matter that we have a good relationship with a local community center and that we have mutually agreed that I will hold a fun and low-cost English conversation event for locals every Saturday. The government won't let us do it, or has made it excessively time and cost-intensive that it is unreasonable to accomplish. I'm sad, I'm tired, and this feeling may only last one night, but it festers over time. Even though I can't see a life for myself outside of Japan, I have no sense of stability here either. My entire life could be either upended on the whim of my employer or that of a grouchy visa examiner. It hasn't happened yet, but I've had some close calls. I keep trying to hold on until I can get permanent residency, but there's always that lingering dread that something could happen. I could lose my job and my residency status, and my whole 7 years of residency could be reset to 0 at the drop of a hat. So how we feel about that one?
As somebody who recently had experience with this, hashtag yeah, dog. Like this is just how it is.
It's like, yeah, this shit is so real, bro.
In Canada, they really want you. The people in Canada are not the nicest to immigrants, regardless of where you come from. Like, so a lot of people, like, you come from like Nigeria, some of my friends came from like Nigeria and China and Taiwan and shit, and they got treated the same as the people who are just trying to get into the country in the like easiest way possible. It's just that like the only real difference is that it seems like from what the OP is saying, the Japanese don't like they even worse with regard to this. Like they don't even want you to like try, which sounds horrible. But yeah, like this is how it is. This is how it feels.
I can't imagine moving to another country. I mean, I feel like that's how it feels like that's how the state of the world is right now. If you try to move to another country, genuinely want it with all of the best intentions in the world, every country is so on high alert about people outside of the country that it feels like they just don't want you there. You know? It kind of feels like, again, everybody's moving into this mentality of I must protect my own, and if you're not my own, then you need to leave. And there are some genuine people out there who's like, hey, I appreciate the message that you're trying to put out here, so I want to come and help your cause. But because you are from just another place that isn't where they are, they're like, no, get the fuck out. But I find don't make sense, you know? It's like if somebody
as an American, I definitely I second this this frustration that you're talking about.
Yeah. Cause I feel like even like going into
this a lot.
Yeah, going into America, I feel like, you know, there's a whole thing of like, especially with the current leadership, is like, hey, they don't want you to get out. And then I also feel like for Americans who want to leave America to go to other countries, they might have the stigma attached to them, and then people might be less likely to want to take them in because of that fact. You know, it works both ways for Americans, you know? And it just sucks. I feel like this is in the world where I feel like globalization started to become a big part of worldwide living, where we would share our culture, spread across the world, and teach other people about other people. I feel like it's slowly but surely being taken away, and that makes me so sad, you know?
To drop a opposite perspective, I think a lot, as of right now, I think most countries have experience with terrible immigrants to the point of where they just get frustrated of having them. Even us, Canada, US, all of them have experience with terrible immigrants. And because you hear more about terrible than good, it's very demotivating to have any of them there. Because they have this some people will have this thought in the back of their mind. And I think even for Japan, there was some point where their tourism too close to the sun and was like, y'all but just be coming here too much now. Because
I think Canada had the same issue.
I think, yes, Canada did have the same issues. And then they started to put more things to revoke and stop people from coming in. UK
Hawaii
as
also
well.
went with the same,
Because it was
the same issue.
so much. A lot of the countries do. It's so much that it was becoming a problem. And that is a global thing that has been happening because you don't come into the country and then there's like, hey, you're spending the first 3 days learning how not to be an asshole to the people of that culture. This is something you have to research, and people not doing that. And some people just come to take pictures, enjoy themselves, which as they should try to enjoy themselves whenever they're visiting. But they don't come to learn. They just come to see, pretty flowers. Oh my god, it's so cool here. Ha ha ha. Look at the hockey games. And they don't care about the culture. And a lot of these people in particular are very patriotic. And you are coming to their country and disrespecting it. And that's what everybody's seeing.
It's very true. Unfortunately, too, because like, I mean, when I was in Canada, I mean, I tried my best to be as respectful as possible, but it's difficult to have that kind of respect for people when at the same time, like, there are people like who are basically abusing the thing that you came here to do, like legally. People are coming in and abusing it and leaving everyone around you like looking at you weird, or like looking at the people around you weird because, well, you're an immigrant too.
You know what it is? It's a kind of a Peter Paul situation.
I was not about to say that.
Like, I hate that shit so much.
This happened here, like last year around March. We ended up having to now need visas to go to England because a few bad eggs in our system went ahead.
Yes, a few, but one. No, they've been giving us leeway for a long time.
That is also very true.
You'd be fucking up the vibrations. That's the best thing. You really do be fucking up the vibrations. It's tough too because I think a lot of people do want to go like to a lot of these countries. Like I would have loved to still be able to have like the ability to go to Canada, but I mean, it's like almost unless I get unless like a job calls me back, it's like basically impossible for me to comfortably go back. Like, I can go back and do it through like very backdoor means, but like very side hustle, almost crime means.
Not almost crime, bro.
I mean, almost crime is really the best way to describe it.
It's like it's borderline illegal, but not really illegal.
I thought he was just gonna say roundabout, jumping through some fucking hoops. Like, no,
see, like,
he's like selling some fucking cocaine. Like,
I mean, like it feels okay. I can't say it's like illegal, but it feels illegal. I can explain it a little bit more after, but it feels very.
Don't get yourself in trouble.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I don't want to get myself in trouble.
Yeah.
We can explain that at a later date, but it feels kind of illegal.
Mm-hmm. You'll get such a before you even walk in, huh?
That's what I'm about.
Never broadcast your W's because someone's gonna look to take them away from you.
True.
True bomb.
Alright, then go on to some of the comments. Someone commented here, I don't know, the government here is giving me PR after 1 year on points. That's far, far more generous than immigrants in my home country, yes. Immigration is slow, yes, but my experience in my field, IT, they've been crazy generous. The 10-year-old does sound annoying, but from what I've heard, they don't usually come and deport you after 3 months if you're actually making an effort to look for a new job. Consider the US where on an H-1B you can be fired at will by your employer and you only have 60 days. Yo, what the fuck they doing in America, bro? What the hell?
This is a sentence that has been said almost entirely.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Like to be fair, there is some like level, like there used to be some level of like discretion by the states, and like usually depending on the state, like there would be a little bit more, like there'd be a lot more like leeway, and it would be like just basically like expired like food. It's just like depending on like depending like the if it's a sell by or whatever, it's like it might be like
it might still be okay. It might have a few days success again.
Just don't give it to your friends. Don't broadcast it to anybody. Like, don't do anything crazy.
It's like,
don't
keep
rob
the
any
box,
banks.
like eat it, but don't just like go like, hey guys, I'm about to open up a can of beans that's like 2 years expired. How you all cool?
Exactly. No, that's some shit you do privately in your room. You're like, fuck, I don't have anything else.
Yeah.
All right, we ball. Exactly. That's
you don't parade it out to the class.
It's like nobody asked you for show and tell. We just asked you to eat some beans, bro.
Exactly. I'm glad you understand. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's exactly how I feel about that.
Mm-hmm. Right, so we have here another comment says, I don't know, I feel like this rant is coming from a place of privilege. The US right now is basically remove all immigrant rights, grossly mistreating any foreign residents making the wrong step, setting up internment camps and so on. While Japan is relatively straightforward, welcoming and transparent. You have the option to become Japanese after 5 years, which is a great passport to have, or permanent resident after 1, 3, 5, or 10 years, depending on your circumstance. 3 months to find a new job is challenging, but not impossible. Other countries, again like the US, basically subscribe an immigrant to be at the mercy of their company. Many countries in Europe do the same, so being a foreigner is always tough, but in Japan, not more so than elsewhere. Feel like that's fair? I mean, like, that's a fair take.
Hi, Minnie. Stop live streaming.
Hi, Minnie.
Oh, hi, Minnie.
Hey, guys.
Hello, we're doing Reddit stories.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Although
like-
your fucking
like-
stream has been lagging for
Yeah,
like
it's
ever.
I know I can't do anything for that, unfortunately,
Man,
because
that's okay.
fucking
No problem.
yeah, fucking
Hey,
Apple
what-
YouTube, bro.
Man, fucking your internet provider ruined you had like 12 viewers, and then like
And then I had to restart my stream.
Oh,
right now.
Amplia.
I'm sorry.
You
Jay.
just start?
I tried that already.
No, I said
Oh,
Katsu. That sucks.
Yeah, it was really
You
sad.
just have to.
He was popping off. Like I was actually
No,
like, really
this is
excited.
a really sad thing right now. I think you all should donate to help Zach feel better.
Yeah, guys, somebody check the donation link. Somebody check the donation link that's in my chat.
What I can do is
Right,
put
you know what?
money directly in your hand.
That
Yeah,
will
yeah,
not
yeah.
donate it.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
you
yeah,
don't see on the street and say I have $100 to donate. We will send it to them.
We will take it. Yeah,
I
we
will
will
take
take
cash.
it.
We will send it to
You
them
want to
still.
joke with me? I will take cash.
No,
Yeah,
we've
yeah.
done it before because we usually take
Okay.
we pay for people who don't have a credit card. If you have a credit card, you know, you just donate straight to it. Maybe you can't, like you don't have access to a credit card. You can send money like that or just transfer it and I will do it. Yeah, that's what they did. Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
I
you
will
know,
send it to my bank account.
I made a great tweet just last week.
Zach usually gets every other Prime sub from me.
I appreciate that. You know, in this case, it's not the price subscription. It's about donating straight to the link in my chat right now. So that way you can donate straight to the cause, guys. Oh, I like
Yeah. That I don't have in me right now. But I will say donate or die. I'm joking.
Donate or die.
Like am I really?
That's bad.
No,
Bad
guys.
words on the people listening.
Sorry, donate or unalive.
Okay.
Sorry, is that bad? Donate or
That's
cease
better.
existence.
that
That's
works.
also better. That's perfect,
Yeah.
actually.
There you
But
go.
also, if you all can't donate, always remember that you all can send the link for the donation campaign to your friends and encourage them to share it around so they can donate as well. You know, sharing the word is just as important as being able to donate because the idea is to try and get the cause out there. And even if you don't donate to my campaign, there are other like a large swath of people who are also doing their own campaigns as well. So, you know, maybe a friend of yours is doing it. You know, if not, you know,
And
do it to
if
me.
you think, damn, but I only had like $5 and a Bobby to my name, go
That's
find
fine.
somebody else who has $5 and a Bobby, and all of you could put up all the $5.
And that's
And
it.
even $25, that could be $100, how much of it is?
I see. Like honestly,
No,
No.
we ain't promoting that.
no.
Will
Explain.
express by
Explain. Let me
name
explain.
is not those
Let me explain.
of King
Okay, I'll
Let me
be
explain,
even though I've
let me
never talked
explain.
about Susu before.
Let me explain.
I was not
You
drunk, so you
simply-
talk about it, you know, I'm still.
No.
DDI!
No.
Wait, go ahead, T.
No. Guys, listen. Simply what I'm saying is what I'm implying.
Funniest.
What I'm implying to the class is you simply get all your friends together. You'll get a pool. Everyone put in maybe about $5 to $10, and then you donate that money every day. So one person will donate it one day, and then the other person will donate it the next day, and the next day, and the next day, until
The
we've
next
all
day.
donated
The next
a
day.
bunch of money to save children who have cancer. It's going to a good cause. It's going to a great cause.
And you know what would be even better? Seeing Zach read fan fictions.
I don't know
That
what
is
that
also
one.
extremely
yeah.
funny.
Twitch.
That is fantastic.
Twitch.tv.
That's
Yeah.
wonderful.
Maybe I should put the fan fiction thing higher. Since that's what
Fan
you want.
fantastic.
If you give him $1,000, if King DZX gets $1,000, he's going to put on the cat ears again. You never see it
I
before.
never said this. I never said this. I never
Yeah.
said
And you
this.
also see you guys
Wasn't
take
that
care
it?
of
Was-
it.
I never said this.
My fault. If
I
you
never
want to see a
said this.
grown man,
I
you
never
see that
said
grown man on your
this.
screen right now? You see
Guys,
that grown man on your
I
screen?
never said this.
You could see him in bunny ears. If
I
you
don't know what he's
donate,
talking
think
about.
about it.
Hey, I
Bro,
can
it's
see
high.
making
About
some
it.
cocktails or bunnies.
Think
These guys are
about it.
crazy. I don't know what they're
You don't need
talking
to
about.
say it exists
Think-
already.
Think about
Guys,
it.
I think these guys
think
might be
about
insane.
it.
I don't know what's going on with them. I
Think
don't know
about
what they're
it.
talking
Think
about.
about it to the viewers of
genuinely,
the
Shit,
Extreme.
I'm just
Think
some random
about it.
American y'all found on the street, and I'm honestly kind of feeling compelled, kind of inspired.
I think if
inspiring.
you have money,
Go
if
tell
you
your
have
friends
an
about
expendable
it.
income,
To hear
Yeah.
fan fictions. Not only that, when we reach the 500 goal, that man is going to sit and write his own fan fiction.
No, I don't know what you're talking about stream. I mean,
You know what? Okay,
it's every, if you donate a straight $100, I will just write you a fan fiction of your choice. That's what it is.
Oh, right. Yeah, that
Yes.
would be writing your fan fictions. Just
Think about
stop
it,
up this
and
gather the money so that we could redeem.
if you really think about it, like everyone gains from this.
Yeah.
The children
I
gain
have
because
$10 in my purse, so whatever.
the children gain.
I have
now
8 to 10
they-
cents for 25 cents.
Never mind, single bills up and away.
Think about it. The children will gain because they will be able to get more. They'll be able to fund research for their cancer, your helping cancer research. The children gain. We gain as let's say the PJ's friends because we get to watch him suffer. And you, yes, you, the viewer, gain because you, yes, you viewer, watching this right now, you get a fan fiction written for you exclusively and no one else. You have to pay real life money for this. Or you have to pay hundreds of dollars. Normally people pay hundreds of dollars for this, but you can get one written for you for the low exclusive price of $100. If you really think about
For
it,
childhood
you,
cancer, of course.
you and you get and if you give him $1,000, you get his bunny
And
ears.
this one
Like
is just morally right.
it's exactly
You know,
Becca.
it's just moral.
Becca, you are so right. You're so correct for saying that.
Think about
Like
this.
it's just you're just it's a moral duty now. It's
Anybody
your
who's
moral
like
duty
trying to justify it, think about this as your good deed for like the month.
for the
that
year
is-
even. This is
I will
what's
probably
best
be
for
doing
you.
some bad things out here for just a month.
Yeah, okay, maybe. But like, you could gain so much from this.
Yeah.
You as a class, you can gain so much from this. Think about the joy that you'll bring to yourself, to the kids. Think about the children.
For the kids!
For the
The
kids.
children!
Think
Is
about
this
the
enough
children.
propaganda?
I was debating to see why y'all was not knowing.
I think we've done enough.
I think we made enough propaganda for a lifetime.
I like how y'all run me, you know,
Refuse
like,
us.
We
teach a child. You, yes, you. Help a child with cancer in need. I donate to the cause. You, yes, you viewers. Help a little trainee boy. Write fanfic so that he can help children with cancer.
I was confused. You were confused about this too, right?
Yeah.
I was mad confused. I was like, where are we going?
Yeah, same.
Oh my god.
Like, what we selling here now?
I don't know.
Oh,
Anyway.
you know what we selling? We selling
Selling
the
his
kids
soul.
cancer. Yeah. Yeah.
For the kids!
For the kids!
I love the kids!
Children!
Whoa!
You can say that, not yours!
So you can say it. If I say it is wrong, but if you say it is okay, that's
Maybe
crazy.
you shouldn't say
correct.
that. Maybe you shouldn't say that.
I'm so sorry that your life was full of unjoy. That you can't love
Unjoy?
it.
I like how this is coming from back then, anyone who doesn't even enjoy whimsy in her life.
Usually
That's crazy.
I need a
Joy
joke
whimsy,
to
I
open up
don't enjoy-
PDFs, but here they are.
Crazy way. But you know what? That was well written. That's funny.
Alright, let me get one more comment from this thread.
Reading my stories.
Yeah,
I'm
they-
into entertainment.
I have one more commentary from this previous thread. It says, opiates, don't take your comparing your circumstances in Japan as a foreigner versus your circumstances in your home country and letting that guide your emotions when it might be more pertinent to compare with an experience of being a foreigner in your home country. For example, we are only here because you have a job. This is the case for virtually every immigrant to a developed country around the world, considering the EU as a single entity for simplicity's sake. If we lose our jobs, it's 3 months. 3 months till we get to find another. For what it's worth, I've never heard of someone being denied an extension or having their residence permits cancelled in cases where it's valid for longer. After 3 months, if you legitimately continue your job search, oh, sorry, I read that sentence bad, but that was at the end of that sentence. In many countries, it isn't even possible because the residence permission is tied directly to one's employer. Going back now, it doesn't matter that this is why I want to settle down and make a life for ourselves while genuinely supporting the country. It doesn't matter that we actually want to get out of Tokyo and into a small rural town that the government specifically wants to revitalize. No. Again, I don't think requiring employment for valid residence permission is a Japan-specific thing. And unlike many countries, we can actually take advantage of many government programs like I can't pronounce this word, to make a dream of living and working in the countryside much more achievable. I mean, I feel like that's the same with HDC down here, if you think about it, you know? Like, I don't think anybody who is not Trinidadian national can come down to Trinidad and just say HDC housing.
Yeah.
You know?
Always
No,
have
that's
things
Trinidad.
specific to natives, and you're going to find that everywhere.
I think something like that. There are a bunch of jobs where you need a Canadian ID, and you can only get an ID if you're a resident. So you don't have to already get PR, or somebody would have to
sponsor you.
know you. Yeah, sponsor you. And the job is usually the job that I saw for it was mad good.
Ooh.
I would have done that job if I was,
If you are a resident.
if I was there. Yeah, no, they were paying like $25 an hour. Like,
Jeez, that sounds good.
So not 25, like $30 an hour or something like that.
Oh, that's even better.
I wasn't doing it.
Yeah, no, I would have loved that job immediately, though.
I would have taken that shit immediately.
And then last week in the comments, there's always that lingering dread that something could happen. I can lose my job and my residency status and my whole 7 years of residency could get reset to 0 at the drop of a hat. And then the person said, see above. But I think you're catastrophizing, I don't know, more than
Ruminating.
accurately. What?
I said ruminating. That's what you said just now.
That's some sort. More so than accurately appraising your circumstances. I say this only because I totally emphasize the OP. But I think I'm making myself feel worse than necessary. No, bro, just told them, that's great, I feel that way, but you're bro.
Great that you feel that way, but
That is kind of
no.
that is actually pretty crazy.
Sorry that you feel that way.
Also, kind of respect though.
It's more of a tough luck buddy.
It's like
Sorry you feel that way, brother.
you're bringing them into reality. Everything is like, hey, you're making this out to be worse than it actually is. And I don't think it doesn't need to be thought of that hard, you know? Like I think it's like, yes, you understand that there's some things that you have to feel, but it does sound like it's coming from a place of privilege, and it also sounds like it's coming from a place of blowing it out of proportion in a sense, you know? Alright, so I think we can get 2 more stories in. Sorry, Zane, what did you say?
I was gonna say honestly, I understand where he's coming from. Like, as a foreigner, I don't think if you told a Trinidadian, hey, we're putting you in a different country, we're gonna put you in the situation that a person from your country who's coming into Trinidad, and we're gonna put them in your situation, or you in their situation, sorry. I feel like a lot of Trinidadians would hate it.
No,
they would in large hate. They would not like the country that they're going to at all. Which me thinks.
No, I think that's a pity. Alright, we continue on again now to one of my last 2 stories potentially.
Yeah, give them a story.
So this story also comes from r/Japan Life from 8 months ago. This would have been last year, September, I want to say? August, September, around there. Yeah. So not September, October, I mean. So the title goes, my boss wants me to apologize to my coworkers because I called out of work today. Okay, this is already an interesting start. I work a blue-collar job. The bosses are a bit old school, but the job is relatively easy. I called out of work today due to body ache from yesterday's work site at some JR station. Was changing your seating filters and contorted my body the wrong way, so I tried to use a ladder with no shoes in some rooms. Today we're doing some window cleaning at this one building in Tokyo. Keep in mind I haven't called out in months. He wants me to email all the workers who work together and apologize for my absence for having to work harder in the heat. I'm just going to translate this sentence real quick because there's a sentence in full Japanese. Yeah. It says here, this is what the boss said. Send an apology email to the other members who had to work hard today in this intense heat, even though we were 1 person short. Everyone did their best to cover for the missing member. So then post continues. I get it, but at the same time, it's not my fault when it becomes harder when 1 person is missing. And it's not like I can read the future and let them know preemptively when I will not be there. If we're always short-staffed, then I'm unable to utilize PTO properly. I know it's best to just comply, but legally they can't fire me for not apologizing, right? I mean,
it's a matter of them not up to you, for them No, I think you
just
should
not
be
gonna have a
considered.
good time.
Yeah, I feel that should be your considered.
Yeah.
I feel like you missed.
This is
I
once
think like you
again
missed.
going to the other guys thing about they don't want people in the country, and then you do this. Their culture is apologizing when they hit their pinky toe on a corner. You didn't hit yours, you're apologizing for them. Their whole thing is being respectful, humble.
That was literally like exactly what we were talking about, the littering and stuff. And the trash.
Yes,
That's just in the
it
culture.
is their culture.
I want to say gonna get also like really quickly. It's like what harm does it do you get also just sending this one?
Exactly.
You know,
You can just say my
Don't lose
fault,
anything.
and you can
You
really just say my
oh my
fault.
god, I'm really sorry that you all had to work extra because of my absence. It wasn't planned, and I really appreciate you all taking up that load.
That's all. That's all. You don't even have to
the amount of respect you would get from that. They'll be like,
we saw how they treated Johnny Somali, bro, and he like ended up like still spitting all over them after they like sent him home, like pat on the back and like it's okay, chief.
Oh yeah, I forget that he went to Japan too. You know? I was always just thinking about when he was in Korea
and South Korea.
Yeah, I feel like I remember. Like I know all these stories of when he was in Japan, but I feel like his stuff in Korea was so it was egregious. Like it was significantly worse than to Korea. Like it was. Just
it was very bad.
Yeah.
But, like you should definitely read the story about like the trial and stuff about like the Japanese like about like when he was in Japan, because I don't know if it was a trial specifically or a hearing, but they really like let him off, and then he basically just shit all over them and called them like pathetic and shit after he got home.
This is why I'm glad that he actually has to face repercussions in Korea.
I agree. They were like, it's okay, little brother in Japan. We will
we'll
deal with it.
Yeah, we'll wipe the floors in esports and we'll wipe the floors here. It's okay. you just worry about Nintendo versus the US government. That's it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Stop fighting.
Stop fighting! All right, first comment. It is. First comment here says, what are you planning to buy with all your apologies you're saving up?
Wait, that's a good question.
That is the ideal question. That is the top tier question that needs to be answered right now. That's why people who like other people think, I'm sorry, do you have a bank of likes and you can't afford to hand somebody else?
You can't like my post. You can't like my post, Benjamin.
Yeah, you can like and repost my post. That's like 2 months in press. But that's all.
Yeah, like and repost.
Yeah, like repost, share to your story. I'm sharing to your story. I feel like that requires all that effort. Maybe doing that means you love me and I love you back, bro. But if you can like and repost, I will take that. All right, I will take that.
Like taking anything at this point, though, because you don't love. You have hate in your heart, and I can't help but hate in your heart.
Yeah, it's like why you have so much hate in your heart, bro?
I have hate in my heart, but oh god, like, please.
Let me see. So come to you know that's right. Someone said I'd come and say that's what a Japanese person making an apology is not a matter of pride. It's just a social contract that everyone has. It's like saying good morning or not using adjacent journal. It's just something that Japanese people do. If anything, not apologizing will make them look like anyone else. I mean, fine, whatever. But it's probably more likely to cover him in the future. Someone rather than prideful. That's just true. You navigate the situation you're in by playing to the rules that are laid out in front of you. You don't. Like in some cases, there are some cases where I would always argue you should oppose the rules because I think some rules just don't make sense, right? But in this case, I think you are not someone who is from here, and this is just a cultural norm. And it's not even like a cultural norm that's like bad. It's a cultural norm that just like they do. You know, so it's like, oh, it takes nothing out of your time to just say, hey, yo, bro, hard looks there. You know,
minor inconvenience. Like
maybe like my fault, Benjamin. That's okay. I'm sure the Japanese will be like, it's okay. I'm sure they're not mad that they have to work, you know, a little bit extra. I don't think that was the problem.
Anybody would be annoyed the fact that, oh god, now I have to cover for somebody. It's not like you don't understand that the person could get sick or injured, but it's still annoying having to do somebody else's work regardless. And you're not showing appreciation for that.
When somebody will take it off of me randomly, you know, like a place I don't know, or somebody give me directions to something. Like when I got lost, the couple times that I got lost, the several times that I got lost, somebody gave me directions. Like I'm saying thank you. That's my best friend, no, like that's my dog.
Facts. That person saved my life because I didn't tell them times. Like, come on, I would have been lost, and then now I'm fucked.
I appreciate that shit. That's why I always ask people their names whenever I ask them for help at like stores or like on customer service. That way, if they help me, I can be like, "Thank you, guy's name." And if they fucking don't help me, I can be like, "Thank you, guy's name. What's your last name?" So I can have fucking my lawyers reach out to you.
What's your last name? So I can tell your manager.
I actually did that with I actually subscribed to like this. I don't know if it was Talkspace or Cerebral. They were like some like mental health sites, kind of like BetterHelp or whatever. And I didn't like their service, and I tried to get out of it, and they tried to hold me hostage. And I was like, okay, no problem, bro. Like, who can I have? Like you know, who can I reach out to? Like, you know, can I please have your name and your supervisor's name so that way I can have my lawyer like reach out. And they suddenly the money was just fucking in my PayPal, bro.
It's like, yo, my bad, you know.
After they told me it was just there was nothing he could do whatsoever.
I feel like as soon as he had lawyers, it's like, oh, wait, all of a sudden you can do the thing. All right, cool, fuck you, I guess.
Yep. That's actually like my mom taught me. Like I don't know about like in like you know the Caribbean, but like in the South, like America, like black parenting is literally like trying to like prepare you with like different like strategies so that way you don't get scammed, or so that way like when you are being scammed in life, you can do these little things to try to get back a little something. And so that was one of those things. My mom was like, if you're being kind of forced into some shit like this, and it's very fucked up, just try to bring legal into it, bring it like really like casually, but like really like wholesomely. Like be like I really don't want to do this, bro, but like also like kind of casually, like,
it's like,
okay.
well, I guess it has to be this way. I'm gonna have to speak.
So
maybe like your names.
I'll be like, hey, I was talking to my family, and we were just thinking, like, we just decided we'll take some legal action. I'm making super duper like family centric. Like, I don't want to sound too Karen like.
Yeah, that's something too. Yeah.
Yes. I've only had to use it a couple of times because it's like a nuclear bomb kind of thing. Otherwise, you feel kind of scummy, and you can only either feel scummy or feel really good because you used it on a company that like really fucking deserved it. Like, as we found out, no, some of those websites are very, very predatory.
Mm-hmm. So, I think that was one of Adobe for some reason. I don't know why I was one of Adobe.
It does because Adobe was one of the other websites I've done it with.
I fucking knew it.
It was actually the first one I ever did it with as a kid. Actually, I did it. I actually did it as like a teenager.
Oh wow!
Like it was years and years ago. Like actually, it was only like okay, it was like 12 years ago. Like, that's not that long ago.
Yeah, 12 years. That's what's up, you know?
Exactly.
I'm
28, right? So minus 10 minus. Yeah, okay, yeah. Right. Math is not my first language. You may continue.
Let me open up the next story I'm going to read. Ooh, this is going to be a good one. This one is back and I thought it was stupid. I get for it. But I got one more comment here. They said, I think Hope should apologize. By my experience with Japanese people, apologies tend to be made when the apologizer is in no way at fault. In fact, when someone really does something wrong, no apology will be forthcoming. No, sorry, I ran a dog when I stole a rental car, and example is pure fiction moves around. If an apology somehow does come, it's extremely vague. Let me translate this.
So this is from the Japanese people? Like apologies
Yeah.
to Japanese people?
Yeah. Also, the vague translation says, like, I'm sorry, my bad. If, like me, you want to do something apology to be specific, you say this, and the response will be, and the response is, hold on. I'm sorry for everything. Like, I'm sorry, my bad. Like, what are you sorry for? I'm sorry for everything, brother. Man. Everyone has a little quicks. It's like I apologize against definitely one of the Japanese ones. Right. So
apparently saying good night as a return is not common.
Really? Like you say good night when it's nighttime. Like I mean, I don't really like a goodbye, but like it was nighttime. I come up to you and I say good evening.
I know that like my take as a foreigner doesn't mean much, but like in like the years, like the literal years, like I've been like in this community and on other servers with people. Yeah, I do agree with Zach. I'll hear morning like in both, but I only hear I otherwise like it's the only I only hear it at night. I only hear it like when like evening or like at night, That's just like in my experience. Again, as an American whose only interaction is just with who knows how much like percentage of the gaming population on an island several thousand many thousand miles away from me. I don't fucking know. I don't know shit. But that's just my disclaimer. I wanted to just put there so no one thinks I'm speaking out of turn as the resident American. I'll go back to my cage now.
Don't worry, guys. He's not trying to flex his football privilege on us.
Yeah, bro. I gotta try extra hard so that because I know people do jump into conclusions. Just
It's like, yo, guys, don't worry, he's chill. He's one of the good ones.
Yeah, bro. I'm not even. I'm oh my god, I don't even have enough melanin in me to really fucking stand with like some of y'all. Fucking.
That's insane.
Like I don't know, bro. Like I was always like the outcast as a kid, bro. They would call me fucking Redbone. I think they called me Redbone when I was a kid. Yeah.
Redbone, I love that album.
When that album came out, by the way, I genuinely was like I don't know, like I don't know, like I just looked at it. I'm like, wow, okay, represent, okay, sure.
So I must say, song the album is Awaken My Love. I'm such a lava.
It's okay.
All right, let's go to the next post. Sometimes you just have to love in life. That's just about life, All right, so this next post. Am I the asshole? Apparently, I should get out of his country. That is a title. This is from 4 months ago, actually. And it wasn't deleted their profile. I don't know if that might mean something, but...
Oh, dear.
That's concerning.
Let's see. I, 19 female, have been talking to a man, 22 male, from a different nationality for some time. We're not dating, and there has never been any clear commitment between us. He suggested that I visit his country and even offered to pay for my flight so we could spend some more time together, saying that we have a lot in common. I've always found the dialect of people from his country attractive. So I went to his country, and while I was there, I had consensual sex with 5 different men from his country. What the fuck?
Just keep going.
In their own apartments. So that's like the time to the analysis. They previously told me to contact them if I ever visited, and since I was interested in them and not in an exclusive relationship, I didn't see an issue. He later found out and became extremely angry. His reaction confused me because we were both officially together in a relationship. When he confronted me, I became very emotional and upset, which he shamed me for saying. Those tears would not do anything for me to get out of my country when I was genuinely emotional at the time. Partly because I felt that if he truly wanted me in that way, he would have acted on it himself rather than just expressing interest. I feel conflicted. On one hand, I feel bad that he's sued, but on the other hand, I don't believe there's any agreement or commitment that would justify the level of anger he directed at me. I need an outsider perspective. From the conversation we had, I don't know what he wants with me, a relationship or just sex. When he didn't initiate none of them, but still made me feel guilty for having my own life. Get this man out of here, please. Like, genuinely. So, what the fuck he said me, dog?
I thought it was interesting.
Last time we did this, Becca had this insane story. The last story that we did, it was just like this, where it was just insane. And everybody had to look at Becca and wonder where the fuck she found this.
Yeah, the
tradition has no.
I have a sneaker crazy in there, don't worry.
So, like, I feel like, from the woman's perspective...
Right, you didn't even sneak it in. You just fucking threw it at us like a fucking flag thing.
Like, she just dropped it in the middle of all the boys, like, hey, look, this one is crazy. I just, that was like a landmine. She planted that landmine just with the one. But yeah, like, from the woman's perspective, she's free to do whatever she wants to with her. She went to this country. She did what she wanted to do. She lived her life. She was, I would assume, safe, took care of herself, whatever. But then she paid her money to come there. She told
she did not.
Oh, she did. Hold on,
did you miss the part where he said, I'll pay for you to come and you will stay with me?
Hold on, the thing is that he suggested that I visit this country and even offered to pay. But it wasn't explicitly stated that he did. So that was in my head, I'm like, oh, well, we don't know,
She didn't say that she didn't. So when did she comment?
Oh god, that's a bit. I'm like, fuck the person did in the comments. I can't even search right. Oh, I find the info. Okay, I'm gonna be looking for comments that the OP replied to in this thread. But yeah, like, so she went to the country. Whether she paid her way there or not, doesn't matter. She keep, but oh my god.
It really depends on whether she paid herself there.
No, it really does. But no, at the same time, if the guy did not clearly state his intentions for her, he genuinely kind of upset with that.
I feel sorry for him.
No, you feel sorry for him. Feel sorry for both of them.
No, because he was an obtuse woman. He fighted out with them battle. I'm sorry if anybody saying, oh, I will pay for your flight to come to your country. I had to be born under a rock with a brain like Patrick to not understand what was happening.
Okay, you know what? That's a fair point.
I do agree.
That's a fair point.
She went to their apartment. I need to know whether she was staying at his apartment and went up.
I grew up with Taken, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, man.
Yeah, bro. Bro, that was another one of those movies I had to fucking show my girlfriend, by the way.
I feel like that's so iconic.
Yeah. All she knew was just like, I don't know. I don't think she knew anything about him. No, I don't think she really. I think she really knew. Oh my god, so good. Yeah, I like literally. I don't know. It was. She liked it. She really liked it.
Yeah, so I saw the Q&A and I'm reading it now. So this comment said here, not overreacting, just a crappy person. You knew why he brought you over. If you didn't, you are dense. Yeah, feeling so. Wait, hold on. NOR is not overreacting, right? I need like a.
Yeah, not overreacting.
Okay, cool. Alright, so not overreacting, just a crappy person. Oh, they're saying that Here's a crappy person. You know why he brought you over. If you didn't, you are dense. Can't feeling to hope for more. By allowing him to bring you over, you took advantage. No, that's the thing. I don't know why he brought me over. He just told me that he likes us having stuff in common. I didn't mention anything really stacked or sex activities. If he wants to do that, or a statement that indicates that he's interested in me. If that's what he wanted.
Yeah, she's dense. Yeah, she's just dense.
There goes the next comment. You are overreacting. How think that if he truly wanted me that way, he would have acted on himself and disinteresting interest. Clearly, he paid for your flight to an entirely different country, which is not cheap these days. What more reassurance do you need that he was interested? Nobody's spending a hard working money on a hookup, especially when they're girls in this country. Also, let's assume what country is he from? It sounds like a fashion sort. You said you find people of his dialect attractive. I swear to God, if this was said that from Trinidad, I will run your face tomorrow. If I read that comment, read that comment, I'm running your face. I swear to God. No, I'm going to run your fucking face, bro.
It's insane, bro. You actually told me, Zachary.
Alright, right, so I was saying, not to assume what country you from, it sounds like a fashion sort. You said you find people of his dialect attractive as well as having contact with these 500 people from the same country. Why in the world do you know so many men from the same country? How is it so easy for you to sleep with all of them? I hope you use protection and got tested. That's what the question's asked. I've been wanting to travel to his country in general, so when he offered me to pay... When I wanted to travel to his country in general, so when he offered me to pay my flights, I was like, okay, if the men part, I just have a type, I guess. I would just talk to people from that country, including men online. And yes, we did have a discussion about that they could be with girls from their own country. They told they prefer to someone outside the country, which I found a little bit weird when I started hearing it every time I started talking to a new man from that country, even this one. I had their numbers / Instagram accounts, so I just called in and let them know I'm in the country and they have their own apartments with him. Then the person from the original comments here replied, I know you're not only overreacting but a hypocrite. You can't find his own comment weird when you're doing exactly what he's doing, but worse. Like saying something like I prefer girls from outside my country isn't necessarily a fetish, but because it's too broad of a statement. He can be talking about any kind of girl, just as long as they know where he's from. Possibly from personal experience. You on the other hand are admitting to liking men specifically from his country and having a type. But I don't go around saying to them directly, I like that you're not from my country. YFM, what is YFM talking about?
You feel me?
Oh, you feel me?
Yeah, you feel me.
Thank you.
Wow, okay. I mean, thank God we had the greatest group of minds for that. What the fuck?
For real?
Okay.
Alright, next comment. Not overreacting. I guess if this is real. You're not in a committed relationship, so you can do as you want. But you can't expect to do who you know is into you, who literally paid for you to visit, to not be a little that you ended up banging 5 other guys while you were there. I mean, come on. Yeah, no.
You know why? I was like, she knows, and she just being obtuse because she was trying to play it off when they was at dinner, and the guys was messaging her. And she was like, oh no, don't worry about it. It's nothing. She was playing it. Why didn't tell him? It's your friend. Why didn't go and be like, dog? I just got cracked. You didn't do that. Why did you do that?
Women are not good people. Women are not good people.
Because if it was nothing to worry about, you would tell the other person that you are not dating and clearly have no interest in you. So what's the problem?
You know, they always say man evil but gal wicked. Always remember that.
This is true. Man evil but gal wicked. A truer statement has never been uttered.
No, women are truly evil people though.
I don't think that statement accurate anymore. Because y'all evil though. Evil is like a plotting on your downfall for the next 5 years, and you just like, where did this come from? And then that was a random gal from however long plotting your downfall.
No, like this is women are not good people. Women are not good people.
Alright, one more comment from this thread, and then we sat out time.
She's definitely a bit sick.
Alright, so this is the last comment that Obi replied to. It says, info. How did you find out? So I think it's when you talk about Rebecca.
Yeah.
Everything was going fine with the foreman because I would tell him I was going out with a friend that I knew from his country or to get my nails and toes done and all that. Oh, she gaslit this for. Oh my god, she gaslit this shit on this one.
Women are not good people. Women are not good people.
Right, so yeah, she nails and toes done, all that. She's done stuff that I want to do personally. And that's fine. He didn't question it or anything, of course. But the last guy was extremely annoying. I kept texting me. And then he wants to see me again to do it again. And that I was this and that and calling me when you're having dinner and so I tried to play cool but focus. Huh?
Fucking up with the rest of us.
I tried to play cool but he focused on it so bad. Oh, but he still doesn't know about the whole 5 men thing. It was just that because of that last dude. So yeah, he started saying, so that's what you do when you say you want to get your nails done and get out of my country. He fought me when I was confused the whole time. He told me to block the guy I did. I wasn't trying to do it again with him anyway, so we're good. No, the woman is evil!
That's what I'm saying.
You know,
That's
It's evil, bro!
Unironically, like I was low-key joking
That's
before.
evil.
Women are not good people, though.
Yeah, boy. Nah, this woman is evil.
She really tried to play it off and then responded like that. Nobody who don't know what they're doing would have done that. If you were really
We do
genuine,
not trust
you would
you.
not have written that message that you sent there.
We do not trust you.
You know, this is insane.
The imposter has been found, yo. Evil.
Becca, where the fuck you really put this story apart?
Becca, genuinely, where did you find this?
Yeah, no, for real, though.
The depths of hell.
Oh shit,
Women are not good people.
I thought you left
But
women.
look, I got the glass.
Deciding
That's
that.
the anymore.
Listen,
Let it go
If the
there.
video of
we
this ever
tend
comes
to love
out,
the
you can
things
just
that hurt
title
us
it
the most,
that.
yo. We
That's
don't love
so
the things that
fact.
hurt us the most.
Yeah.
That's so factual.
Yeah. Hi,
That's
Natty.
what I'm yelling them.
Hey, Natty.
It is.
Natty, you would not believe what we just witnessed, my brother.
What did Ollie witness?
Gal being wicked.
Yeah, you're evil and
Evil,
wicked,
very,
boy.
very
Women are
evil.
not evil.
Yeah,
Women are not
evil.
good people.
That's all right. Hold on. First thing first. Let's still streaming the first question.
We still
Yeah.
stream for it.
I hate to self-promote again. Sorry, I'm joking. I'm not here to do that.
The stream kind of laggy, unfortunately, because Abdel just fucking hates me, but, you know.
Tell them to supply boys and fix it. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
like, man.
Yeah, no, I call him like, hey, fix your fucking internet though before I crash.
It's crazy to imagine.
So
the
for that, I call them and tell them
providers
stop
being
being anyway.
No,
Much
we'll never be sponsored by Amplia anymore.
Never.
No,
I will
as
As if
we
you
be real,
want
who's gonna get fucking sponsored by
Yeah, like, you know,
It
like based on what I
internet
hear,
was good.
based on what I hear,
You
like
tell
they would have to
No,
make
they're
such a
not.
big change that
I
you know,
know,
like,
I
they
know,
would
I
actually be
know.
fine with it. The hate.
Ha, boy. I hate
Like there are people who sponsor with people who just don't like their food, like Arby's.
I mean, Giselle don't feel me, you know.
Digicel could not even.
Digicel failed me many times. That's just you know.
Then again, you from South, so that's the problem.
Yeah,
Giselle
Giselle
don't
don't like
really-
salt.
Up here in Arima either.
That is also
Oh,
true.
Not even make me get active. Don't make me get active.
Natty, I can't even lie to you, though. You don't know how accurate that is. Sometimes it just sucks.
No, serious though. Most of my friends and I'm together, they tell me, oh, Giselle don't work. Most of them from fucking South.
Yeah, that's true.
most things in South don't work, so that's a
Becca,
I love
time.
living here, man.
Becca, time, dog.
No, I can tell you.
That's
I can tell you 3 things in South that does work. I can tell you 3 things in South that does work.
La
Natty,
Tropical.
Natty, Natty,
La
Natty,
Tropical is one.
honey
Yes.
facts.
No, the answers is cutlass, rum, and
Depends on
fighting
the part
for
of
one.
South you're in, but yeah.
I was gonna say exactly what Natty said.
Don't forget Ramadan.
Cutlass.
No,
Alright, Becca,
no,
it's time for you to leave. No, Becca, it's time for you to leave. You're doing too much stuff.
Yeah, Becca, we might have
Yeah, but that countrywide thing now, like, for the
No, it really isn't.
Becca, it is time
Every
for
time
you to
SEA
leave.
and KFC come around, Grandma's on gets sell out.
Becca, leave.
Becca,
Get
please,
out,
Jermaine.
Becca, don't you need to leave.
Oh, yeah,
bro.
yeah.
You're lucky we don't stream right
We can't.
No, I honestly wish this was just a joke, but they literally
Becca,
have
we
to like
can't
have
have
guidance
you
sessions
here.
with kids.
Yo.
That's how bad it is.
Inside knowledge,
Yes.
Jay Young might be passing through Saturday.
It can't
Oh,
be.
so I'm starting again photography. Something.
Who the hell was that?
No, that nigga still gonna be me, the fuck.
Yeah, I mean, fair. I don't know if you'll do anything extra, like bring his people in, so.
No, he organizing that part of that.
Oh.
Yeah, he organizing that.
Alright, that's good to hear. Alright.
I'm fine with that.
Alright, anybody have anything to say before we continue on to our next story?
Well, let's still read the stories. I see
Yes,
them,
This is why women scare me.
Oh no, this is why I afraid of like y'all.
Yeah, I know. Women are not good people, man.
Yeah, that's what I tell you. This is why I afraid y'all. Anyway, I want to continue organizing. These yaks, go check your phone.
Alright, cool. My phone's right next to me. Right, so I'm going to start reading this next story in the meantime.
Evaporation.
Evaporation. This one. Right, cool. So the next story is from Am I the Asshole? And this is from 7 fucking years ago. Jesus. Almost 8 it looks like. We're not over 7 years, like in July. Right, so the title is Am I the Asshole for getting angry at foreigners for their bad Japanese? So this is not
Did you
Yes.
read this one? Oh,
Yes,
okay.
yes. The answer to that question is yes.
Nah, you had to keep listening. You had to keep listening.
So this
Okay.
is a story I got from the person. This happened a couple months ago, but they remember it pretty well. You see, I'm Japanese. When I was born in Texas, my family would take me back and forth from America and Japan to meet my family and learn what they said were more important things. I'm fluent in both English and Japanese, and I identify with both cultures pretty well. I took a trip around Akihabara to have fun with a couple of friends. While I was waiting, I saw a short black guy and a much taller white guy. The black kid looked pretty skimpy and had glasses, while the larger guy looked like he belonged in the army. They were showing me out a spot I forgot about while talking to each other in English. Then the taller guy says something in Japanese. I assumed he knew the language until they started repeating the phrases, Bakana, Nani, Omae wa mo shine, we took English words. They then started saying English phrases with crude Japanese accents like Sawarudo and Saharudo. While
You guys
laughing.
are cringe.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was rooting for you too.
I was pretty close. I didn't think anyone heard them. I think they knew no one heard them. I felt offended, so I confronted them. I greeted them and asked what they were into. The shorter guy said nothing much, but he saw I was wearing a shirt with Vegeta on it. If you don't know, Vegeta is a popular character in Dragon Ball, and I'm pretty sure among the geek cultures here in America. I pointed the shirt out, and he just said that's all he had with him at the moment. I asked him if they were fans of anime, and he didn't say anything to me. Kept asking, and they were silent. Then I told him to ask me for directions to the hotel. I happened to be suspicious. He goes to me cafe. He said the rest of his friends and his wife were there. I didn't believe that. They tried to know the show. I told them, and they asked if they knew Japanese. They said no, and I asked what were they even saying before. The black guy said something about memes and Joe jokes. These people are not real. Joe jokes? Joe jokes. jokes, right?
He had a band, bro.
Shut up, though. Oh my God.
I think it's really fucked up when you like make these stories up, bro. Like, I think it really does fuck with my it fucks with my trust issues. Like, I don't appreciate when you do these things. You can't make stories up like that.
Like, I wrote this post 4 months ago in anticipation that she could put it back up. For me to read it. That's what
this. Like, you wrote this. You didn't like it wasn't. You didn't have to write this. Like, it's okay.
Right, and the sentence continues, and that he didn't mean to offend. Said sure in a sarcastic tone. I dropped it, and what they were doing. The white guy said that they were buying a video game for the night. They checked out and left. One of them whispered something along the lines of, "People in Japan can be so rude." Whoa, hold on, distance. That's insane. So, thank you. So the person called to you was like, "What y'all doing? What y'all talking about? Y'all like anime?" And he was like, "Do you speak Japanese?" I was like, "No." And like, "Oh, then what the fuck were you saying earlier?" And it's like, memes and show jokes. It's like, I'm a crash out. Like I don't even have a fucking crash out. They said, I felt pretty angry hearing that and snapped back, "Yeah, and people from Africa can be so short-sighted."
Oh my goodness.
My brother in Christ.
I'm hearing this with my ears right.
God, what am I hearing? Yo.
There's no way you said that. No shot you said that. No shot you thought that was your way. No shot you thought that was your way to choose any light, brother. Like, no way. No way you were like, yeah, this gonna bang. No way you thought that was gonna bang.
Everyone noticed that, and he told the guy to shut up, and I told him, "Why don't you shut your mouth every time you think I was saying anything in Japanese with that deep accent of yours?" Yo,
Wow.
French out.
Funny. That's real funny.
Yo,
Twitcherman, you got a 9? Yeah, man, you got an 11 right now. You need to take it down to a 9. Please and thank you.
Yeehaw accent.
Yeehaw accent is insane.
Yeehaw accent.
That is
a
a crazy sentence. So,
you are at a 9 right now, and I'm gonna need you to take it down to like a 4.
Mm-hmm. So they
I'm
continue.
gonna get a drink after that one, man.
So they continue. I admit I felt frustrated that day. Doesn't really bother me anymore, but I'm an asshole. Try telling this story as accurate as possible. Thank you for your inputs. I did my best to tell exactly what happened instead of whitewashing it. I didn't lose my composure. I shouldn't have, but in the first place, I should have been nicer. Yes, I'll educate myself on Black Americans and experiences. I really didn't think a Black guy was from Africa. Yes, I was wrong. You asked if this was racist, low key. But this was not low key. This shit was racist, high key.
I saw you for Cheetah, and then I skipped to the African part. I was like, oh yeah, this guy racist, and I sent it.
You ever hear some shit? I know you just go like,
yeah, you definitely from American Japanese, and still the fish.
No, it's like, how is it American? How do you not know that there Black people in America? Oh my god. I would argue, I feel like America is one of the most like other places that is really callaloo. I know that won't make sense to you, but we have like a dish in Trinidad that's called callaloo. It's made from the bush of a plant. Dashing bush. But basically,
is what you'll do.
Yes, they don't know it's carrot, correct. Yeah. But basically, when we say it's like a callaloo pot, is that it's like a melting pot, a mixture of different cultures, races, and everything like that. And I would argue Trinidad in the Caribbean is definitely one of those places that is very multicultural. And I would argue America is just like that. But you're trying to tell me, bro, I've never seen a Black American in his life?
No, he's from American.
He's from Kansas or something.
He's from the Texas.
No, he's from
He said born in Texas.
He's lying.
He's lying.
No, he's lying. He's just lying. I can name you like 3 people.
I don't know why anybody would want to be claimed from there. Why would you willingly claim to be from there and not like somewhere else?
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I'm imagining the Black person in my head. You guys know the describe it was like short and dirty. And I keep thinking about like somebody who's like the statue of God. Hold on, give me a second.
Is that just Sonic Fox? Like short Sonic Fox? Is that not?
Yeah, I think it's short Sonic Fox. So it's probably like a good way to describe it. But I can imagine like curly hair, freckles, big round glasses, just short, kind of having like I grew up kind of
describing. You know,
that's short. Is that a short Sonic Fox? Like,
I'm sure it wasn't even that serious, and brother was just upset.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because you have tourists coming in the country being nerds, and you upset that they're being nerds.
That is actually crazy.
Insulting you or doing anything, and they were minding their own business. You want to interject on their conversation.
It's you know that guy who's like he eats like Japanese. He like the food really doesn't like a Japanese accent. He's like I don't know if I'm sure I've said it to you on TikTok before, but like that's what it sounded like. They were just kind of making a little joke, making a little bit. And this brother said, "Let me see the most racist shit I could think of off the top of my nose."
Let me just be racist, guys. Man.
I can check your DMs real quick.
Say that again?
Check your DMs real quick.
On Discord?
On Discord.
You are why are you like this?
I don't know.
All right, was she serious? I thought she was like about to. I thought she was like sending like an HR report on the design or some shit.
Me?
Yeah, I don't know, just some fucking. I don't know, just some fucking random guy that like I have seen her talk to like a few times.
Oh my god! Let me get some comments and then we can close off the show for that, guys.
Okay, well, let me get these comments before I do.
Right, so top comment. Yeah, you're the asshole. They may have been being insensitive, but they weren't talking to you. In the description, you don't believe the things they did talk about. What? Well, in your description, you don't believe the things they did talk to you about. To top it all off, it seemed like you yelled at a Black guy who speaks English that he's African. None of it is your business. And based on the story, it's hard to criticize them for being anything other than being annoying to you. That's true. They were just existing, bro. Like excited to be in Japan, starry-eyed, probably looking for their favorite anime movie. And then they were just like, music, oh my god, and you're coming like, you racist motherfuckers. And you're like, what? No? And then they were like, damn, that girl's rude. It's like, yeah, well, you're fucking short. And you ask me outside, but take your ass out of here. Oh man, no, these people.
That's crazy that I came back and heard you just like speaking like that combination of sounds. Whatever that those last few sounds that you made. That was crazy, actually. That's really crazy.
Oh man. Next comment. I'm the only one struggling to follow the story. I am one glass of wine deep. So replied, Obi is Japanese, fluent in both Japanese and English. And Akihibara, an area of Tokyo, Obi heard two American guys saying Japanese phrases to each other in a jokey, memeing way that could be considered disrespectful. Obi then engaged them in conversation, asked them what they'd been saying earlier and why. They responded, means, and one said that he hadn't mean to offend. Obi turned away and then one of the Americans whispered, people in Japan can be so rude. And Obi turned into an asshole. I can't believe I typed it all. I should get a life. And then the person replied, like, hey, I have a glass of wine.
That's actually, nah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm having a sneeze.
Yeah, do you think? Right, somebody replied, you're the asshole, what's wrong with you? These strangers alone and nothing anyone. People being annoying in public is no reason to start a fight, and that's just facts. Listen, if people being annoying in public was enough reason to justify, like, starters with their hands, I feel like a lot of people in Trinidad would probably get hand us. Like, I think that's just true. Hey, it's more instant like to follow. Welcome to the kingdom. We're having a great evening. What is going on, everyone?
What else sneeze like in like a way like where like the pressure and like the way it comes out and everything just is just not right and it just fucking ruins your entire day. Like a sneeze quite literally just ruined my entire day.
Sorry.
I had a headache.
Oh, you know,
I had a fucking headache.
When you sneeze so hard with so much pressure, your head just like starts shaking.
And like I like actually tried to like open my mouth and everything to like make sure that like
that's
no pressure.
violates your brain though.
Yes. I had time to prepare. Like I stocked up and like everything. I was ready to like bust out the winter. It was just yeah, I fucked up.
I sneeze okay you. I just have like, well, I have a headache now. Goodbye.
It's like, oh, just fuck me up, you know. Like, you just fuck me up, man.
Thank you so much. Sorry so much, audience.
Alright, next comment. You're the asshole. You sounded judgmental as hell. Who cares if this wasn't about memes? It's not literally making fun of Japanese culture. You had no reason to be offended, much less confront them. Yeah, Obi sounds really pretentious. Like she, but like S/H to like differentiate between she or he. Things I didn't hate about Japanese culture. Also, the Africa comment is particularly hideous, and that's just facts. Like, you notice when you tell the other guy, like, oh, go back to Europe with your white ass or some shit like that. Like, he just single all the black guys and oh, you're from Africa. Like, that shit is just racist. Like,
just supposed to be demeaning in some way.
Yes,
African.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's what kind of like fucking sucks about it too. Yeah, I think the general consensus is that he's the asshole, obviously, because what fuck. But yeah, that's what right now. Comment in Japanese. Well, I need to translate this bitch, dog. I need to translate this bitch, dog.
Oh my god, it just occurred to me that like now, like if I were to like scream Bekakun like to you, like in public, like when you're in Japan, like, no one's gonna like even look at me funny. Okay, so you may continue. Sorry, that just randomly
that just randomly hit
your head. Just to me.
So this
I'm medicated, so I just have these thoughts just on a daily basis every day.
So I want to read the comment, right? But the person, the account that I came from, the name that they chose on Reddit.com is PM Me Zaya Porn.
Okay.
Honestly, as a Zaya main, who very much finds her to be like an S to like A+ tier like daddy in League of Legends, I side with that. And honestly, when wants to call me out for like being like a furry or some shit, I don't care. Like I don't care. Like furries literally run like half of America's fucking like internet and electricity.
That's true.
If we lost furries, we would actually just lose the entire like war just instantaneously. So I'm so sorry if that like fucking gave like other like fucking governments like ideas.
Mr. Krabs, I have an idea.
Alright, let me read this comment. So this is a comment. This comment was in Japanese, translated to English. It says, it's people like you that make Japanese people think that we're exclusive and racist. Going to Akihabara, yeah, no, that's what you sell. Like Akihabara, not Akihabara, like what the fuck is boys. Going to Akihabara and then being discussed about otaku is so stupid and speechless. Are you an idiot? Do you want to die? And on top of that, you're the one who started the conversation. Starting a fight and then claiming I'm not in the wrong because the other guy, other person was creepy, is truly on a level of an intellectual disability. This guy plays League. No, that guy plays League of Legends. Though.
That was actually that did kind of give. Okay, that was actually not just me who got a little. That was a little bit of a league coded kind of way that was written. Like that did kind of feel like I was reading like a Twitter post on like league Twitter. That definitely kind of hit different. I like that. I like that actually.
And then it continues. As a Japanese person who grew up in America, I'm incredibly ashamed. Please, for the love of God, never come to Japan again. Yo, this comment needed to be higher because that shit was hot as heat, dog. Like genuinely.
Yeah, true. TBH.
Yeah, honestly,
yeah,
just people are wrong. Oh, I think my stream might have actually should have died. That's fine.
No, but honestly, I respect you for like holding it through, bro. Because like, I feel like if I were a streamer, like to be frank, I would stream. Like I haven't streamed like really much like at all, like ever in my entire life. I would like it was like going from like being a YouTuber. It's like okay, if shit's fucking cringe, like okay, fuck it, end recording, like whatever. Yeah, so like, I respect. And a lot of streamers I know they would also be like, fuck it, like this isn't like I can't be bothered. But like you, like I respect that you.
I mean, I really can't do anything about it until I call Abby and curse them out, like genuinely.
Yeah. Even if you fucking buzz prematurely, you keep fucking going, bro. She's getting it. Either way.
I think
whether you got enough hot dog for the bun or not.